Well, hello,
That
hello,
little
Angie.
car is so cute. I've never seen that. I love it. I was like, Christmas card. That was so cute.
And it come after Christmas. It's like, what? Where was that?
Surprise,
right?
Affirm and Terry T. We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome and popping in. I'm just taking a peek at my Facebook page to make sure my editing and my settings are set right so everybody can see. And once again, it did it the wrong way, but we're good. I just changed it, so we're good. So hello, welcome in, everybody. Hello, virtual hugs, Terry T, to you as well. Oh my goodness. T. Marie, welcome in. Kaylee, welcome in. Linda, welcome in. Abigail, welcome in. Affirm Wellness, nice to see you. Welcome in as well. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully everybody had a great.
Oh my gosh, so many people on the list coming through. I love it.
Welcome in, Shelly. Welcome in, Mystic Rain. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
Yorsa AZ, very nice. Good to see you in. Yorsa AZ. Yorsa AZ. That name is I was just going to peek at it. I don't know. Do we know? Have we seen Yorsa AZ before? Is that new? With Yorsa, are you here first?
You know what? I don't know. It sounds kind of familiar. Like maybe I've seen it once with you and Shauna, but maybe it was here. I've seen it, but I don't know that we've read for this person. It doesn't feel like we've read for them.
Yeah. I think I'm saying it wrong too. I think it's Yasra. So I think I have it backwards. She said, "How are you both?"
Hi, Creating Balance.
Hey, Creating Balance. Nice to see you in. Oh my goodness. And everybody, well, as you pop in, we're going to go quick to a new graphic I did. This is not the same old New Year's graphic. This is a new one. So I wanted you to see I just tweaked it today so we can use it one time. So there we go. So there you go.
I love it. You know, I love anything that I'm a part of.
Say that.
Exactly. That's how I feel. The drama? Could it be me? Exactly.
Oh yes.
Bright and early this morning, Affirm sends us the link to the Zoom because we're supposed to start this fast, right?
Oh, that's right.
So last night when we were on the live, Crystal was like, "Oh my gosh, Angie, you look so skinny." I said, "Kim, I quit the challenge because Crystal told me I look smaller, so I don't need to be torturing myself with this fast, and I quit." So I gave up before we even started.
Fast?
It don't look like
I don't know. I was curious. I think should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? And I'm like, I don't want to get into it.
Technically, we haven't started yet. I think our first meeting is the 5th, and then we start after that, or they start. I renounce my membership into the class. I renounce my throne. I'm not doing it.
Well, I hate to fail at it, so I'm like, should I do it? Should I do it? So I get it. It's like it's.
And then Affirm was like, "I'm not gonna beat you. I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna be a drill sergeant." I said, "Well, you obviously do not know me because that is the only way you're gonna get me to do it. You have to slap me around because I will be like, oh, I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna do it today." Listen. If you want to know what a bad client is, I am it. I am the person you like. I quit. I ain't doing this anymore. Tina quit doing tarot for me. I'm just saying.
That's not good. That's not good.
I'm not cooperative. I'm not just. You gonna have to add the abuse into the fee because I'm just not the one.
Oh my goodness. So, what kind of readings do you want to do tonight, Angie, for everybody?
I don't know. What is everybody asking? Please, Lord, don't let y'all off.
Wait a minute. Before you even say that, let's make sure we do this tonight. Read, folks. Read this carefully, please. No love readings tonight. No, nada, not.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Absolutely. Too many while to get it.
Yes, Lord have mercy. I don't know. Like I can do like a oh wait, why am I mixing two sets of cards together? Lord, what am I doing? I don't know. I know a lot of people probably want to know what there is. So maybe I'll tell people what their next 7 days is going to be like. Like you really want to kind of know what the beginning of the year is. And I know we've told people a little bit. So maybe the next 7 days or the first 30 days of the month. I don't know. But something that, or what's your next steps? That's what I've been asking. And because prior to moving, I kept saying, what's my next step? I wanted to know when. So then I started saying, what's my next step? And they would be like, move. Your concentration is on moving. So then if I said, what's my next step? They said, rest. Your concentration is on resting. And then when I asked today what it is, it was moving forward and building. So building business, building money. So that's what my next step is now, is to build. And so that's where the mindset I am in building. So it could be what's your next step or what's coming up for you within the next 7 days. I've seen a lot of readings on that weren't so in depth. It'll be like the next 48. A lot of people have done next 48 days, next 72, your week ahead. So, however,
For me, I think I'm going to do financial readings only.
I like that.
Only financial
Maybe I'll
readings.
do
So,
next step or what's your week ahead. I'll just see whatever spirit tells me, but something like that.
So for me, if I do a reading for you, it's financial only. I don't care about anything else unless spirit comes to me. If spirit comes to me, then we're gone. But other than that, it's all about the money, the money. Sound good?
Oh, see, that's what a lot. I'm looking at the comments, and several people have said that's exactly what I want to know. What's my next step? What should I do next? Because I got tired of asking when, and I just said, well, what is it the next thing I have to do? What is the next step to get me to wherever spirit is trying to get me to, or wherever I'm trying to get to? Oh, and that astrological journal. Oh, Don, I love it to death. I started doing it today, and there's a section in there where you put like what the astrological sign is. So you put Capricorn, that's the season that we're in. And then it asks you what retrograde you're in. And so then we're right currently in a Mars, a Mercury, and something else. And so you write down the retrogrades, and then you write down how you feel at the beginning of the day. And then before you go to bed, you write down how you feel at the end of the day. And then they give you a section where you can go and read your horoscope and tell, did whatever your horoscope was for today, did that happen? And then there's a section to say, well, what did you learn? What are your takeaways? How will you apply them? It's really good. It's a very good journal to make you kind of mindful. Okay, this is what I learned today. This is what I did today. This is how I'm going to apply it to my journey. It's really nice. $5.
That sounds good because it kind of takes you in a different direction than the usual ones do. So it kind of really, it's not only just put it in there where you're headed, but it's also
because
reflective.
one side is you just telling, just kind of feeling it. This is how I felt. This is what it was like. This is the time of day. And then the other side was, okay, it's the end of the day. Reflect on your day. This is your reflection. I was like, oh, I like this. Oh, somebody said next step in financial. I'll take that then. They love it. I love it.
Super. Well, who is first?
Somebody said no babies equal no baby daddies. And then Yusra said skip her because her question was related to love. I mean, just because we're asking what your next step is, it doesn't mean that love won't come up. We're just not specifically taking questions with love. We did a live last night, and every single question out the door was love, love, love. And it was just people. Does he love me? Does he want to be with me? How does he feel about me? And a lot of times Spirit just kept saying, why didn't you ask? Have you inquired, of that person? And so it got to the point where it was overwhelming amount of, does he like me? What does he think about me? What is our future? And it was just too much love. Like literally we were on for 2 hours and it was just love back to back to back to back.
And if you all know me, you know I am not somebody who loves love readings. I am somebody who is not that person. So I don't have a problem not going there with love readings because it's like not my
Exactly.
thing.
I would prefer you just say, give me a reading, and then I tell you if love comes up, because that might be the thing that's holding you back from everything else that you're doing. You're so concentrated on this love that you don't see a career opportunity, or you don't see a a health issue or any kind of financial situation that's coming up. So I'd rather you ask me for a general than does this person like me? That feels, I understand where it comes from because you want to know, but I mean, if you're at a point if you're at a place at this point where you're getting naked with this person, you should be able to ask them how they feel about you.
And that's the one thing that comes. The one thing that comes to me is we get so many people who come to us and have never even met the person, or they talk to them once, and then they want this whole feeling of love. And
somebody was on there last night. Jada said, when you said if you're not with the person on New Year's Eve, what does that tell you? That's literally what I said. If you're asking about somebody and you two aren't together now and they're not at work, like if they're out and you're not, they're with the person they want to be with.
Yes,
clearly.
Exactly, because they have choices and they made their choice. So there you go.
Yes, Miss Linda, I heard you're gonna become a great grandmother. I'm so excited about that. Yes, she told us, I think on the last live. I am so excited. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I knew there was a baby somewhere. I was wondering, for a minute, I thought, is it JoJo? But it wasn't. JoJo was like, absolutely
JoJo's
not.
like, hell
Not
no,
now,
not just
now,
no.
not hell no.
Oh.
All right. All of you who are asking, can you be on the list? Just Kina will let you know if you're on the list. She'll add you on your platform. Remember, she's doing 7 or 8 different platforms. So just because you only see your name or a few comments doesn't mean that you're the very next comment. They filter in from us from 7 different platforms, 7 or 8, or I don't know how many. We're up there a lot. So Kina is filling them all in. So be patient with Kina. She will let you know on your platform if you made it.
Yeah, if you don't treat Kina well, believe me, you're not going to be treated well by us because Kina is our backbone.
Exactly. You don't be nice to Kina, you don't get a reading.
Yeah.
Listen, I've tried to do this by myself, and I don't know how you do it on Thursday mornings because I'll be like, I quit. If Kina ain't gonna do it, I just don't want to. At all. But I'm ready when you are now.
No, I'm ready too. Who was first?
Okay, Miss Abigail. So you're doing finance, Don, and for this one, I'm hearing next 7 days, next step. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Who are we reading?
Abigail Cutcliffe.
Okay.
Somebody said, Kina, have I told you that I love you?
Hey, folks, don't forget that like button and the subscribe button and the follow buttons, please. And if you're on Angie's side of the ledger, make sure you pop over to mine and do the same thing, likes and follows and subscribes. If you're on my side, please go over to Angie's side. And mine is Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Easy. Sonoran, the desert I live in. Tarot Mystic, that's who I am. The tarot. And then Angie's is A5Says, right?
Correct.
There you go. So whichever, if you're on one side, please pop up to the other just to make sure that you subscribe to both. That would be wonderful. And also, come on, if you hit that like button and you share it, the algorithm will find us, and then more people can find us to get a little help too. You know, especially with this time of year. This is a good time of year to get help. But let me say this. And I said this the other day in one of my posts. If you are not willing to move your feet, don't ask us to move our lips, because if you don't want to hear it, if you're not going to put it into motion, don't come asking. Because what benefit is it to you? I'm telling you, if you don't want to take what we're saying, and you then why waste your time? There are other things you could be doing. I promise you. And it's, you won't make us unhappy. But the reality is, again, if you want to hear what we have to say, then be prepared to hear it and then act upon it if you can, because you may find it beneficial. That's all I'm saying. And don't forget, it's a great time to remind everybody, if you're going to start something new, if there's a new physical routine, a new health routine, a new diet, a new whatever, how about starting with affirmations? Affirmations, they are the easiest thing to start this year. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants and needs are always met. Say it every morning. It takes all of 10 seconds? And say it like you mean it like you say it, put it out to the world. And guess what you might get back to you? Abundance. So it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. That was my commercial there, Angie.
Exactly. I love it. As soon as you start talking about affirmations, I'm like, I'm a believer. I believe it. So, Miss Abigail, as soon as I tapped into your energy, I saw what I thought was you in a snowsuit. I thought you were in a snowsuit and you were trucking through heavy, heavy snow and that it was weighing you down. But you are in a heavy outfit, but it's like a moon suit. You are beyond the moon. You're spiritually beyond everybody else. Like you're out of this atmosphere on your spiritual connection to spirit. You just have not you don't believe the things that you're receiving, and so you haven't acted upon them. But they're saying shed some of that heavy weight. Like I feel like you've been playing it safe for a long time, or you've kind of subdued yourself, and you're not actually making a lot of progress forward. Because a card I got was the Seven of Pentacles, and I like the way they do the Seven of Pentacles. Again, it's the chakra colors, but again, it's all those seeds that you planted at the bottom right here. And then this is you waiting them to grow up. This is you watching them. This is your time. This is your effort. This is everything. It's harvest time. This is the fruits of your labor coming up, and you can see them. It's harvest time for you. That's clearly what I hear. It's harvest time for you, Miss Abigail. But they're saying you're playing it too safe. You're weighing yourself down with the cares of the world, with things that should not concern you. And your focus is on moving forward, like for real, moving yourself forward. Career wise, I asked, is there anything about love? And they said, no, it's not a time for love. It's time for you to focus on moving yourself forward financially and career wise. Like you really are ready to take that step forward. So when Don gives you a reading, he probably is going to come up with a lot of opportunities. But what they're saying is drop those weights. And the weights are weights that you put on yourself to be secure, to be stable. They said you are stable. Now it's time for you to float and to rise above. You're holding yourself down. What they're saying is drop those weights, drop those security things that you put in place, drop all of those precautions and all of that fear. Let it go so that you can fly high, and then you can see everything from another vantage point. You're still looking up, asking for help, and what they're saying is you should be flying over your situation, the results, because spirit talks to you a lot and you receive. You just may not believe it because it's so fantastic. Is that true, Abigail? Is that some of the things you hear are so fantastic or so unbelievable that you can't believe that this is spirit really talking to you? Because I feel like you receive a lot through music. And I also feel like sometimes you're watching TV and you're just like, wow, they're reminding me of a time that there was a commercial coming on and it was these three sisters and they were having a moment and it brought me to tears. And I was just like, wow, commercials, previews, all kinds of things like that speak to you. And if you're open to receive them, you'll realize this is a message for you. So they're saying the messages are coming in, but if you drop the weights and all those things that you've done to kind of make yourself feel less or as your security blankets, you'll be able to rise up and see over the situation, and it won't seem so daunting because you're still looking up in prayer for help, and the help is there. It's you soaring over whatever the issues are. So they're saying you're doing a great job. You're receiving. Did you get something from your mom? Like, did you have a dream about your mom, or is there something about an artifact that your mom has? Because when you showed the teary faces, I saw something about your mom. So if your mom isn't passed on, there's a motherly figure that seems that you just dreamed about, or that you just had some kind of memory about that made you emotional. And that was just them cheering you on, supporting you, and letting you know that they are there and that they are continuing to help you. All you have to do is ask. But you're no longer in this position. You're seeing above the situation like an eagle. So that's what I got for Miss Abigail.
Nice. It's interesting because when I first connected with Abigail, it seemed like there was some like a I don't know, like a spirit was here. Okay, so I got a spirit, and I was trying to figure out. Again, it was interesting. I was trying to figure out what the spirit was, or what the spirit, like. Again, it was really confusing because it seemed like this was a I don't know. I just saw a blonde-haired man, like blonde hair man with a beard and a mustache, and he looked so happy, so unbelievably happy. But I think he's crossed, and so
She said her dad just passed.
that's who it is. Okay, Okay, was he? Did I could? But he was happier in his. I don't mean to put this negatively, but I get the impression he was happy in his younger form because I'm getting the feeling he was portly. In other words, he put on weight as he got older, and he wasn't quite as healthy. But when he was young, I see him in again this blonde hair, a lot like I used to have. I used to have like a reddish blonde beard and blonde hair,
He
and
said
he was
that's him.
yeah, and he was in great shape. He did like to smoke at the time. Did he smoke? Because I'm getting the smoke. I'm seeing with a cigarette at one point. Anyway, he came in, and I'm thinking I don't. I was just. It's interesting because I was very distracted by him, and I'm getting this big, this big energy, big energy. And he says something. He loves you too. He loves you too. But he's telling me that don't be sad for him. He loves you too. Don't 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 kind of stop living. Don't stop. Don't get too dwell. Don't dwell in the grief. Okay. Know that he loves you and that he's good. He's good over there. It's good. Okay. That's kind of what he's just here to let you know that don't celebrate his life. Don't grieve him, and he's good. And so he's here. So celebrate his life. Celebrate the fact that he was your dad. He loved you dearly. No problem there. Yeah. Oh,
They
you were
felt
able.
like very comforting spirits, Don. Just letting you know we're still here, we're still around, we're still supporting you. We're not
Yes.
far away, is how I felt when I was in
Yes.
the mothering
Yes.
energy.
And did he smoke? Because I'm getting the sense that you will smell cigarette smoke from time to time around the house, and that'll be him. So can you confirm if he smokes or smoked at one point? Because he's showing me a cigarette, and so usually when they do that, it's kind of a confirmation of what you'll know when he's around. And he's showing me again. I'm wondering if that's what he's saying, is that when you smell cigarette smoke and there's no one around you, that's probably him.
And I'm wondering if that's because they made it seem like she just had a memory or a moment where she was reminiscing about somebody, but I got a nurturing spirit. So I thought mom, but it could have been a nurturing spirit from dad, just in that female energy. But I got a nurturing mother, like that nurturing, I'm here. Like I feel like she just had a moment with someone.
Mm-hmm.
He was a smoker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keena's adding people to the list. All of you that are asking, Keena will add you to the list, and she'll let you know when you've been added to the list. There are 7 or 8 different platforms. Be patient, and you'll get an app from Keena saying that you're on the list. If you don't get an app from Keena or saying that you're on the list, then that means that you haven't made it to the list.
Well, super. Well, I just want to make sure you knew that. That's the thing, is dad's here. Your dad came in. He's fine. He's good. But don't mourn him. Celebrate him. Celebrate him. Yeah.
And I asked again, what's the next step? And they said, just thrive, just kind of move forward with your life. Did you come to a standstill when he passed and your life kind of stopped and you haven't been doing a lot? What they're saying is move, just get moving forward. Stop standing in the spot of grief and move forward in joy. We're mourning them and they're on the other side like, hey, why are you making it seem like it's so bad? Like, I'm still here, move forward.
Yeah.
And so I do like that.
And he's also showing me that it's do you have snow on the ground? Because he's showing me again, you're in a cold climate. You're in the Northeast. So you're a Northeast cold climate place. And he's like, that's Christmas. That's, oh my gosh. I'm looking out the window. It's hail. We are in Scottsdale, Arizona, and there's hail on the ground, on the freaking ground. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. I'm looking at hail on the ground. I was wondering why this sound was bursting around the house. And I'm like, holy crap, there's hail on the ground. So yeah, you're in a cold climate, but apparently I'm in Scottsdale and now I'm in a cold climate. Oh, anyway. So oh, by the way,
first of all, that's too close. You know, I don't like all of the closeness of the snow.
What's that?
I said I don't like all the closeness of no. That's not what I like.
Yeah. All right. So, Abigail, are you in? Is it Massachusetts or New Hampshire or something? Which is it? Because I'm kind of getting both energies. Which one are you in? This is amazing. I can't believe it. Hail. Wow. It's like snow. You should see it. It's like, I wish you guys could see this. It's like snow. It's like we don't get snow here. It's crazy. Crazy. But it's not snow. It's like thick hail. Anyway, which one is it, Abigail? Are you in that area? Is that where we're from or whatever? Let me put my eyeballs on so I can see what I'm seeing. Oh, it's slowing down now. Anyway, next. Sorry. So anyway, that's it, Abigail. That was the thing. Is again, know that Dad was here. Who's next, Kina? Don't make me over.
All right. A message from, is it T. Marie or is it Tamari? For all of you who are asking, there's currently about 18 or 20 people on the list. So if you get added, you'll be way, way, way down there on the list because there's currently like 20 people ahead of you on the list.
Sorry, I'm just distracted by this hail. That's crazy. Don't
listen. Long as it stays in Scottsdale, I'm okay. Don't come to Phoenix.
You guys don't have it over there?
I don't hear it at all.
Oh wow! Do you have lightning? Because we just had lightning here too. Thunder and lightning. We're getting the whole deal.
I saw lightning on my way here. I was coming from Maricopa and I did see lightning. I don't see any hail.
Okay. So T. Marie.
And I'm okay with that.
T. Marie, you said, right?
Oh, Tina Marie. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Like the singer, the musician.
Yes, I like it. I thought that, but I didn't want to be like that because you know how people always assume something about your name. And I'm like, her name could be Tamari. And I'm just assuming that it's Tina Marie. But I like it. I'm not even mad at it, Miss Tina Marie. Do you hate telling people your full name? Because then that's all they call you. Like they call me Angie, but my full name is longer. And once they learn my full name, it feels like they say it excessively, like just over and over and over again. Like you literally never said Angie that much, but you say my full name repeatedly. So I used to hate to tell people my full name. Oh, Miss Linda said, Abigail, smile. It makes your dad happy.
Abigail did Abigail, I don't know if this fits you or not, or whether it's Tina Marie, because I moved on to Tina Marie, but does half pint ring a bell to you, Tina Marie or Abigail? Because I'm hearing the word half pint. Half pint. And it reminds me of that show, The Prairie. Remember the girl in the prairie?
Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah, remember he called her half pint?
Oh, the little,
yeah,
the youngest girl?
He called the redhead half pint, remember? And I'm hearing half pint. So is that fixed with Tina Marie or is that with Abigail? Don't make me over now that I'm blind.
Tina Marie, I feel so much joy. Like I felt like your parents were in a very joyful mood when they had you. Like you were a gift to them. I really felt like it was a joyous occasion when you were born. I get a joy or an overall joy in your spirit. So I'm gonna do what's your next steps for you, Miss Tina Marie? She said it feels like it fits you. Well, I'm thinking it may have been Abigail, but I don't know.
Yeah, it was a name. It was I get the impression it was a nickname or a name. So that's all. Don't make me over.
Okay, Miss Tina Marie, your next step must have to do with making a decision because the Queen of Swords has come out twice. I put it back and it came back in, so I'm gonna assume that that's what it is. The Queen of Swords is that person. She's making a decision based on her thoughts and not her heart. It's saying your thoughts dominate your feelings. You're perceptive. You have keen insight, and that you are you have a decision to make. They're clearly telling me you have a decision to make, but it's a head over heart. They're saying don't lead with your heart, lead with your head. And sometimes you may have to say a little something that isn't so nice and polite to let everybody understand what you are trying to say. So I'm getting that your next step is to make this decision, but make it based on your head, not over your heart. And I'm going to try to get some more information on the decision. I see a moving van. Are you thinking about moving? And is it that your spouse doesn't want to move with you? Or someone doesn't want to go, because I see a moving van and it's moving forward, then it's moving back, then it's moving forward, and it's moving back. So there is something that is holding you from making the decision to just go. And then the card that I got that came up when I said that was wish fulfillment. And this is out of a completely different deck. So definitely wish fulfillment, because it popped through out of a different deck. So this is what they're saying. Your wishes are going to come true if you take the move forward. You can't stay still and then think your wishes aren't going to come from. Then I got another queen. You're in charge of your money. Your guys' decisions are your money. You have made some changes in your finances, so you seem to be making more sound decisions. You seem to be a little less impulsive, because you know how hard you have to work to get yourself out of a hole. Like I remember we were in a season where everybody wanted to go on vacation. Everybody wanted to get out. Everybody wanted to get out, and that wasn't my thing. I wanted to save money, save money, save money. So I could have gone on those trips. I could have afforded it, but then when I came back home, I would have had to work a little bit harder to dig myself out of that hole, or to make up that money that I just spent. And so I just declined a lot of things that I wanted to do in order to have money for what I needed to do. And so it seems like you've made a lot of different financial decisions, and you try to get yourself out of any further detriment. You're moving forward in a positive mindset financially. And so I'm getting that your next move is to make decision about whether you're going to relocate or not. I don't see you in a comment, so I don't know whether you said, "Oh, I just moved to Vegas," but sometimes okay. Then okay. No. That must have been the decision. Are you teetering back and forth on whether you should stay or leave? And they're saying you made a good decision. It's a wish fulfillment. When I moved here to Arizona, I moved by myself, and then my sister moved here. Then my other sister moved here. So I left. Then my brother went another place too. So we all started to move around. And so you could be the catalyst to get somebody else there. So what they're saying is your wishes are going to come true. Whatever it is that you want more family, then you'll get more family. My very first year here, my mom came to visit, my daughter came to visit, my sisters came to visit. One of my sisters moved here. I got a lot of visitors, and that helped me to transition and not miss home so much. And I know that first year, Keena says that first 3 years is really, really hard, because the food's different, the weather's different, the people are different. That being from the Midwest, people speak a lot. Hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. When we got here, it was a lot less people speaking. Like they would put their head down, they wouldn't talk. And it was disheartening for me, because we were from a very friendly place where you just said, hey, how you doing to everybody. And I'm a talker. I talk. I'll be in the line and just talking, and somebody will just unload all their information. So it was really hard for me when people didn't do that. And so the decision that you made to move, you made a head over heart. It seems like your heart is still back home, but your body is there. And they're saying, don't worry about it. Good things. It's good money. You made the right decision. Stay steadfast. That 9 is that reflection. This is wish fulfillment. This is you getting what you want. So stay focused on getting what you want and moving forward. Just getting over this hump of sadness while you're by yourself. So that's what I got from Miss T. Marie.
T. Marie, let's look at the finances of this whole thing. Let's take a look at the finances. Show me the money. Let's take a look.
Miss Linda said, no, Angie's not a talker.
No, Angie's very quiet, and Angie does not share her looks
life at all.
I know that, but she does not wear her feelings on her face
Sleeve.
at all. Exactly. Yeah.
What's your face,
Good thing is this. Look at this finance. This year is going to be a good year for you. The abundance, that 10 of cups. Now, when you see the 10 of cups, it's not merely money. Merely money would be the 10 of pentacles. So this is also happiness. This is family. This is life. And look, Angie got
from the 9
thing.
right to the 10, Don, immediately.
Absolutely. Cha-ching, cha-ching. So again, a good year for money. Now, one thing I must tell you, first and foremost, again, affirmations. Please do your affirmations. I believe in infinite abundance. My heart, my wants and needs are always met. But along with that, make sure that, again, you when you see this card, don't sit back and say it's coming to me. This card tells you that it's out there for you, but you have got to make it happen. So again, don't sit back on your laurels. Don't rest and say, oh, it's coming. No, this means you're going to make it. but you've got to do the work. Okay, so make sure you do that, please. The next thing in line is not going to be easy. There are going to be bumps in the road, and guess what? When that happens, it makes this much sweeter. Because again, if this is too easy, then you'll get bored. So again, there will be some bumps in the road, but again, you can handle it. And when the bumps in the road happen, buckle up, think of it in a logical manner, and move forward. Again, because your ultimate focus is that money, and it's coming to you. And again, you're going to persevere. This is that perseverance card.
She says she uses your affirmation, Don.
Super. It's a great thing to do. I promise you it works. I promise you that. Anyway, the perseverance is there. Persevere. Anytime you get a little hiccup, anytime you get a little frustration, think of it differently, and you will persevere. And the perseverance is going to lead to cha-ching, cha-ching. But also, again, happiness at home and all the things too, not just money. This is abundance in all parts of your life. Okay, so this is going to be a great year for you. I'm excited for you. Very excited for you.
One more thing I got was something about institution. Are you it's something to do with where you're applying or where your next job is going to be. It's either some kind of institution or some kind of, I don't feel like it's with education, but it's a very specific name. Are you applying to work at some institute or to do something with the word institution in it? I thought about the Hierophant, but it doesn't feel traditional like school. It feels like whatever your next job is. I'm here in January, June. If you just moved, then you're getting settled in. But I'm feeling like you're gonna have a new job before June, where you're going to apply for something else, and it's gonna be a little bit more prestigious. It's gonna be a step up. I clearly hear. This is from Spirit saying, continue to pray. We hear your prayers. Continue to ask. You are receiving. Continue to ask. You are your prayers are being heard. You wonder if your prayers are being heard, and yes, they are being heard. Yes, you are getting the answers that you want. Just keep moving forward. When you get that inkling and something says, "Hey, apply here." Go here, do this, do that, do that. That is literally a yellow brick road that they're putting out for you, so that you know that you are on that. So that you know to take this step and then this step and then this step. So definitely, good things are coming for you. Money definitely, and a new job by June. I definitely see a new job by June. But there's the word institute or something about it. There's something with the name or with something part of that says institute in it. And so I don't know if you're applying there or if an opportunity will come up, but I feel like you will be.
Super. And don't forget, folks, please do this. And of course, a reminder, Happy New Year's to everyone.
I think I love that Betty White scene so much more because I know exactly where it comes from when they were doing that dance off. And she tells her partner, "Oh no, you might get hurt. Let me do that by myself."
Yep, I love that episode. Yep, she even does the thing where she flips over and everything. You know, it's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, who is next? Oh, I did. Yeah, I did her. We're good. Yeah.
You didn't see her. I was just reading her comment. She says, hit the bell. She's so glad she found this channel. It has brought nothing but blessings. That is good. Listen, I'm telling you, the collective energy on that, I have infinite abundance and all my wants and needs are always met. That right there, that collective energy is just explosive. I feel like every time one of us says it, it adds, and it just builds for the next person that latches on. I love the collective energy of that.
Believe me, it's one of the best pieces of free advice you'll ever get in your life.
Exactly.
As long as
something so simple. Kina said, "Are you still here, Kaylee?" She's been asking you in the comments if you're here and you haven't responded. So, Miss Kaylee, are you still here? BP said that they've been very blessed this year. Today is day 1. So if you've been that blessed, hello, I need to latch onto your card. Oh, wait, who's the next person?
Who is next?
Oh, duh. She's telling me to look at the list and ask who's next. So Kaylee, you are up now, and then light in the world, you are next. So is Kaylee, are you here, or light in the world? Are either of you here? But that's okay, BP, because you could have had a fantastic day 1 too. I don't mind. Listen, you could have won a lottery today. I don't know, or got a good scratch off. That's a great start to the new year.
Did you see the lottery for what, Tuesday or Wednesday? I forget which it is.
I think the last time I was in the store, it was in the hundreds of millions, but I didn't pay close attention to
$765
Okay, it must have been at 4. Keena says she won $10 on the scratch off. See, you know what I'm saying? Start the year off with good, great things.
I bought scratch offs for each of my boys, and for my oldest son's girlfriend, and for my mother-in-law. And one of them won $50.
Hey, I love it.
Yep. So that was a nice gift for them. And guess who it was? It was Michael. Michael won the $50. So
there's light in the world here. Did she respond? Oh, light in the world is here. Okay. So Kaylee, you were missed. Not next is light in the world. And then Jaded, you're after that. And then Lucky Empress 7.
I don't see very much activity on YouTube, but yet I know that they're there.
It was for a while. A lot of your people were coming through. I don't know.
Facebook, sorry. I meant Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
Oh, I mean, a lot of your Facebook people were coming through at the beginning too. I don't have any.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, sorry. I remember now.
Oh, there's Cassandra. She said, "Can you please add me to the list?" Keena, you may have missed Cassandra. I remember her from the very beginning.
I remember Cassandra. That's the one who is the could be family.
If you want, we can do Cassandra after Light in the World, because she was really after. She was up there. We can put her in place of Kaylee. Keena, you have caps lock on. I feel like you're yelling at me.
Maybe she is.
She might.
Oh. All right.
Let me mind my business. The chat is Keena's.
Didn't you bring her a plate of dinner too?
Exactly. But I guess it was for Kimora and not for her. See how they treat you after they get some good food? Just don't know how to treat you.
Oh,
I brought you a heated blanket. Listen, Keena been wrapped up in that heated blanket like a burrito. That was the best Christmas gift I gave her ever. She loved it.
Hey, she said that she actually put that on the comments and then public comments that she loved.
Oh my gosh, I love my heated blanket too. It is the best thing ever. You don't have to make the whole house hot with you turning the heat up. Throw that heated blanket on. It makes you nice and toasty. Once you get warm, you can take it off, turn it down, or whatever you want, and be done with it. I love a heated blanket. She does, and I love mine too. Yes,
A gift well planned. Especially for
a person who's always cold. Okay, Miss Light in the World. Let's see. What is the next steps for Light in the World? What do you have for 2023 for Light in the World? What is the next step?
I'm gonna jump right in there if you don't mind, Angie.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Light in the World. I'm getting a lot of anxiety around you. Are you? I mean, what are you? You're carrying some really heavy crap. I'm getting a feeling like this is let go. Just let go. I won't go into it. Just let go, because you can't bring this into this year. You really have to let some of this go. Like light, whatever it is. Anyway, the point is, let it. You can't bring this to the new year with you. Please let it go. Please don't carry it with you, because I'm just feeling. Again, I'm feeling like there's just. Yeah, let this go. You can't change some of what's happening with going around, and some of you can, but at the same times, I don't know what exactly to let go. I don't know. Then you're not feeling anxiety. If you're not feeling anxiety, then I'm way off, and that's probably what it is. Are you? So go on, Angie, then, because I'm not right.
Don, no, I'm right with you, because this is what I heard when I said, what's the next step for her? They said, pick up what you dropped. And you said she was carrying a heavy load. And I said, well, what is she carrying that she doesn't need to carry? And they said, you dropped your life. You set your life down and you pick everybody else's cares of the world. So the things that you're carrying have nothing to do with you. You're carrying weights that no longer have to, that are not serving you, that are not allowing you to progress forward. So if you're feeling stuck and stagnant, because they're showing me the hangman, if you're feeling stuck and stagnant and you don't know which way to go, like, why is the universe having me halted like this? They're saying they're not. It's you. You set your life down or put your life on the back burner in order to walk these people forward. So they're saying, pick your life back up and move forward from where you are. Make yourself a priority. That's what you need to let go of everybody else's cares of the world, because the world is still going to go on regardless. My friend was just sick, again, like I said, for the holidays. And when she told me, oh, I feel better, I said, and look at that. You were sick for a week and a half and the world still spinned without you. Everybody was still able to make decisions. They were still able to get where they needed to be. And everything still went on without you and your input and you making everything move. You don't have to be the cog in the wheel that makes everything move. And so they're saying, pick your life up and move yourself forward. So that's what I got. She does say she has anxiety, but clearly they were saying you need to put yourself first and start thinking about you. That's what your issue is right now. I haven't pulled any cards, but that's how I got it. It's like, where you laid your life down at, you need to pick it up and move forward and take care of you. Self-care, clearly self-care. But self-care, they're saying, is getting out in nature. Were you a person that used to walk or used to go and do things, and now you finding that you have less and less and less time to get outside? Because they're saying if you just go back out in nature, you'll resume, or you'll get some of that connection back with the spiritual world. You've lost your connection and you think that spirit is punishing you, or that spirit does not hear you, and they say they hear you. You don't hear them because you have all these other things. They're showing me all these things going in, all this chatter from the world, and you're not hearing what's coming down to actually give you the results that you need or the answers that you need. And so they said you need to pick your life up and you need to reconnect with nature. You need to reconnect with spirit. You need to get back out. Like, you seem to be a person who needs to tug a tree. I mean, to hug a tree, walk outside barefoot. Like, it rained today in Arizona. Today would have been a good day for you to just step outside and touch that wet pavement. That's the water coming down. That's the rain coming down, washing it all away. And then that's you being grounded. So they're saying you need to get back out in nature, whether that's the wind blowing in your face, the rain coming down on your head, you doing a spiritual bath, or whatever you need to do, but you need to get back to you. That's what the problem is. And so that's what I got for Miss Light in the World.
Don't draw some cards for her?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to draw some cards for her. I said, what is your next step? And they said, speak up, speak your mind, stop biting your tongue. I feel like you don't say things, like they're showing me maybe you at work and there's a change being made and you know that this change isn't going to be fruitful for the job or for the office or for what's going on, and you're not saying anything. They're saying, speak up. The worst somebody could say is no, or present another argument or another side to the argument, but they're saying, speak up, speak your mind. They're showing me the Queen of Swords for you, and they're saying, speak up. Speak. And you're lonely. They're showing me that you're very lonely in whatever situation you're in. I don't know if you live alone, but you seem lonely, and you're thinking that that's another thing you're being punished for, and the reason you haven't found love. It has nothing to do with that. Your focus needs to be on getting back to you and healing you, because think about it. Would you want to date you? If you met you, would you want to date you? Do you think that you are of the dateability that you will want somebody that you will want to meet on the other side? Like, are you open? Are you caring? Are you healed? Are you ready to be with somebody else? So I get a loneliness. You could be lonely and live with family. I get a loneliness, like a heart loneliness, a longing for someone or for something that you don't have. So that you could be in a house full of people and be very lonely, but I get like a loneliness for you and a defeat. Like you literally put everybody else before you. And so they said you definitely need to put yourself. Being lonely doesn't mean that you're unnecessarily trying to focus on love either. It just means there's a longing for something that isn't there. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be an old life, it could be an old way that you do stuff, it could be time. You could be lonely for the time that you used to have to yourself. You could be lonely for the time that you used to have to get out and walk. You could be lonely for things that you no longer have. And so the loneliness does not have to be romantic, and it does not have to be, a certain person. They're just saying that you need to get out and put yourself first. So you definitely need to, even if you just put your feet in a salt bath, if you're not a person who wants to get down in the bathtub, put your feet in a salt bath and let that cleanse. But definitely what they're showing me is a cleanse. And they're telling me I don't have to pull a card because they showed me the Queen of Swords. You need to speak your mind. That's your next step. Speak your mind, do that salt bath, and get back out in nature. That's how you're going to move forward and get yourself out of this funk, out of this depression, out of this cloud that's over your head. So if you want to prosper in 2023, you're going to have to do something different than you've done the last couple of years. And that is a radical change in how you present yourself to the world. Like she doesn't belong anywhere. Well, that's because you may not have found your place. Don was asking me about my new place here because I just moved in. He said, how do you feel? I said, I feel rested. Every night I have no problem going to sleep. I don't have to take anything that helps me to go to sleep. I go to sleep. I am very well rested, and I wake up and I feel rested. I'm in the place where I want it to be. So it's about you setting those intentions as to what you want. Actually tell the universe what you want. If you feel like you don't belong anywhere, then say, what is my next step to get me what is my next step to get me to belong? How do I get to the place from where I am now to feeling like I belong anywhere? And then where is anywhere? You have to ask. You're saying you don't know, then you ask. That's what your higher power is for.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm getting.
And if you can't hear the spirits speak with you, then call in other spirit guides to help you that can speak with you clearer. Just because there's a communication problem doesn't mean that it's only your problem. So if you can't hear certain spirit guides, call in others.
You know I will. You can also ask them to come to you a different way. Like you could write in your journal. You could tell them to come to you in a dream, but help you to remember that dream. Like Don has said over and over and over again the last month or two, go to bed with a question on your mind and allow spirit to answer that question for you. If you want to know where you belong, go to bed tonight and be like, where do I belong? Where do I feel comfortable? What is it that I need to do? What is my next step to feel like I belong? And go to sleep meditating on that. And then as you sleep, maybe you'll get it in a dream, or maybe you'll wake up and get an epiphany and they'll be like, hey, go and apply here, go and do that. But follow through with whatever it is you're asking for. Don't go to sleep and then you get an epiphany in the morning to go and apply. And you're like, why would I go and apply there? And then you don't do it. That was your answer. You got to be open to receive whatever the answer is that you asked the question for.
Yeah, and again, goes back to be careful if you're going to ask a question, make sure you're ready to move your feet, because when that answer comes, it's not the question that's going to get you moving forward. It's going to be the answer. So again, if you truly want to answer, ask the question. If you don't want to answer, if you're not willing to make the effort when the answer comes, then don't ask the question, because then you have no one to blame but yourself.
Imagine asking the universe for money, then they tell you to go and buy a scratch off and you refuse to do it. And then you don't get the money.
Exactly.
Like we're always thinking that it has to come from the sweat of our brow. Sometimes spirit just gives us a gift. You have to be open to all the ways that you need to receive.
Exactly.
So be ready for it. And okay, there's New Love is saying you have to do things different. There's a lot of support for you in the comments. In the world, a lot of people are telling you like you're going to have to do something else. You're going to have to move yourself out. Like you can't just be like, spirit, make me better, make me happy. What are you going to do? Because if we just boom, 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 make you happy, then what are you going to do to maintain that happiness? I can get you there, But how are you going to maintain that if you haven't learned the lessons along the way? That's why sometimes you have to learn the lessons so that when you get to happy, you can proceed and stay happy. So come back, light of the world, and let us know how things change. But again, get out in nature, do the salt bath, and then go to bed tonight with a question on your mind. Even if you have to put headphones in and just listen to rain sounds or drumming sounds or something, just go to sleep and ask, what is my next step? How do I feel like I belong? And where do I belong? And allow the universe to tell you that. And listen to your dreams.
And one more
Listen to
thing,
your dreams.
light of the world, light in the world, and everybody else. And don't take this in the wrong way because it's going to seem a bit harsh, but we have got to stop. I'm just going to say it, and then I'll take the grief for it because I said it. How's that? You got to stop. We got to stop being victims. At one point, you got to say, you know what? The world. If the world throws crap at me, then I'm a victim. Yes, but it's once the crap's thrown at me, it's how I react to it that maybe turns the crap into manure, and therefore we sell it and make a fortune, or we say, oh, I stink, and I'm just going to wallow in it, or you get a shower and you move on. There's 3 options right there. Again, the reality is that life is not fair, life is not fun, but we are giving you hacks. We're helping you hack life. We're helping you hack life and find ways to work so when the shitstorm comes, excuse my French, or when the money comes, you're able to work with it. And so again, one of the hacks is the affirmation. Another hack are talking to your spirit guides and finding out what's my next step? How do I work through whatever it is? So the the most important thing is stop wondering again stop. Again, when you don't make choices, this goes back to something else I just posted not so long ago. When you choose to not choose something, when you choose to do nothing, that is a choice. And when you make that choice, then you got to sit there and say, damn, I've done nothing, but I chose to do nothing. And when nothing comes to you, then you get pissed. It wasn't the world's fault. You had choices. You chose not to. And I'm not saying this is you personally. Don't go there. I'm not saying this. I'm saying this individually, folks. This is the new year. So make a choice that during this, especially this part of the year, make choices to do something. It doesn't have to be necessarily the right thing because you can adjust. But if you sit there and you are in a stuck place, if you find you're in a place you do not want to be, and you know you need to make change, one of the guarantees that change will not come is do nothing. Let me repeat that. One of the guaranteed ways to ensure that if you're sitting in manure and you do nothing, you will still sit in manure. So do something and make a change. Do something and start moving forward. What can it be? Affirmations. What can it be? Speak to your spirit guides. What can it be? Think of your life more positively and think of opportunities instead of negative things. If something happens to you, it's an opportunity, not a negative thing. There are many things you can do, okay? So take this moment, this wonderful moment gift we're given every year, the 1st of January, and say this year moving forward, I'm not going to carry that year. This is my new year. This is my new way, and see what that does for you. And do you know what it costs you? Absolutely nothing. It costs you nothing. But the benefits you can potentially reap are amazing. Okay, off my soapbox.
I love it. And everything that you said was true. All of those options that people never consider. They're like, the world is being unkind to me. And you're like, well, you have options. You can stand there and just let it keep hitting you. You could go and clean yourself up. You could use what they're throwing at you as a tool to make spring you forward. Or you could just disconnect from the whole situation and not have to deal with it at all. Love all those options that you gave, Don.
Yep. Let me give you an example, a true life example. Somebody whom Angie adores, and somebody who we talk about all the time. Oprah Winfrey, Baltimore, Maryland. She was not happy, but she had 0 potential job prospects at the moment, and she was getting frustrated, and she was not happy where she was. She was not being treated properly, from what we find out. Those kind of things, and so things were not so great. And she said, "You know what? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?" Well, she could stay there and make the little bit of money she was making and be unhappy in a situation where she was not given the respect she deserves. Or she said, you know what? I'm springing forward. I'm taking the leap. She broke forward, took the leap, and that leap made her who she is because she made that choice. And that's what I'm trying to get to you is, again, you can be Oprah sitting in Baltimore to this day on WJZ TV with Richard Sher doing absolutely little, or you could be Oprah Winfrey sitting in after 20 some years of a talk show that did her amazing well, and sitting in Montecito in California enjoying life. So again, it's up to you guys. It's up to you. So just know that you have choices. Doing nothing though, again, guarantees nothing will change. And do you really want no change? That's on you. I can't make that choice. I can't tell you what to do there, but I'm telling you, you have choices. Okay. All right. Sorry. Get off my soapbox. Who's next, Keena?
Oh, it's okay. I was getting into Jada's energy. Jada is next, correct, Keena? I was in Jada's energy trying to see what could come, because you know sometimes it takes me a long time to get there. He says, Terry T said, when's that phone call from Oprah coming? She coming. She just taking her.
Yeah, the operator did not.
Oh, sorry, Keena. Oh, Keena said Cassandra. Okay, let's go to Cassandra.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Terry T, we're still waiting for it too. The operator, I think, has sometimes misconnected us, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sorry, Jaded. We're doing Cassandra next. Hopefully the same cards come out that I have for you. I forgot we missed Cassandra earlier from Facebook because I don't know if the messages are still coming through. Cassandra, are you still here? Because we don't see any Facebook messages coming through. Keena, is she the only person on Facebook?
It says,
but it was good stuff for you, Jaded. Don't leave. I got some good stuff.
I have 3 on Facebook.
Okay, Cassandra is here.
9 on YouTube.
Exactly, Miss Linda. Everything in time, and when we come, it's gonna be like a spark. Boom, we're gonna set it off. If your name isn't going across, okay, April is on the list because I was like, I don't know. Oh, April, it's gonna be a minute. Oh, you're letting us know you're on Facebook. Got it. See, I'm so slow. Thank you, April. If you have anything for Cassandra, you can go ahead.
No. Actually, it was interesting. When you mentioned April, I saw 2 kids. I see 2 kids with April. So April, when we get there, confirm or not if you have 2 kids, because I'm seeing 2 children. And they're not youngies. They're like they're not little kids. They're not babies. So
okay, so let me see what they got for Cassandra.
Oh, Cassandra, look at this. A year to party, a year to celebrate. This is celebration. So again, your financial outlook, my financial reading for you is things are getting ready to change, and they're getting ready to change for the good. So be ready to celebrate. But Cassandra, are you looking at a new job, or because it sounds like this is you changing? This is the death card. So again, you potentially initiating this change. And if it is, again, it's going to be a good change. And look at this again. Yeah, that's you. Again, you're changing it. This is the Empress. So you're in charge of the change. Are you looking for a new job, a new opportunity? Well, guess what? It could be, again, or even doing your own thing. It doesn't matter. But no matter what you do, it's going to be successful because you're going to celebrate the wealth that this year is going to bring you. And I'm loving it. And it's a new thing. It's, again, is it a new job? This is the Fool. So that's the new job. Or again, you're starting your own business, one of those two. But as you start that new business, again, you're in control of it. You're going to create that change, and that change is going to create celebration and happiness. Financially, this is going to be a good year for you, Cassandra. That's what I got for you.
Oh my gosh, Don, you got the 3 of Cups. I got the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. That definitely tells me that you started a new job. Okay, because I'm like, I get something. There's money coming in. There's collaboration. There is planning. Okay, but the first card I got was apathy because I thought that maybe you had turned down a job or there was like you were getting something. When this comes up for me, that means the spirit is giving me something or I'm being offered something that I did not want. So is there an opportunity? Okay, you just started a new job. So either there's an opportunity that is coming up or that you were just presented where they were asking you to be like a team lead or to do something else. 333. I like it.
Encounter, set things in motion. I love it. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, because we got 3 threes. Okay,
Yep.
Angie, speed up. So I got that you're being offered something or you're being presented something that you're not completely happy with. And what they're saying is let spirit know what you actually want in place of what you don't want, because there's a lot more opportunities that are coming for you. This is all planning. This is all collaboration. Like your career is about to really take off there's different directions it could go. Like I feel like you can go to this department, you could go to this floor, you could do this, you could work on that project. There's lots of different opportunities that are coming towards you, and they want you to be ready and to consider them all. Like all these are collaborative things. This one clearly says teamwork, working together with people. And then this one says foresight, where you're planning, you're waiting on the things that you've asked for to come to fruition. And then this is you just needing to tell spirit and be more clear about what you want. If you're being presented something that you don't want, just be nice about it and say, hey, this isn't what I want, or that's not what I'm looking for. But there's more opportunities that are coming up for you. I clearly see right on what Don was saying, that more opportunities that are coming up for you. I asked, what's your next step? And they said, be ready to make the decisions on your career. Like, be ready to fast forward through what you wanted. Like, I feel like you've been asking for these things and it's been a slow grind. And now they're going to come at warp speed, all the different opportunities, and you're going to be overwhelmed with the amount of jobs. I think Don told me that one time, is that I was going to get multiple job offers. And then you're like, well, do I take this one? Do I take this one? Do I take this one? And all of them don't seem to be opportunities that you apply for. Just maybe people coming to you and being like, hey, I heard about a job. I heard about a job. And they want you to be ready for the multiple opportunities that are coming up for you. So that's what I clearly get. Your next step is to be focused and to make your decision based on the best possible outcome for you. Because when the divine hand gives you something and you're not ready for it or you don't like it, then you start regretting and you refuse it. So they're saying be ready for the things that are going to come so that you can make the right decisions, or you can go back and forth, because it's co-creating. It's not a dictatorship. You can say, you know what, I don't want to do that. Stop sending me opportunities that are this, unless there's a reason for it. So you can go ahead and ask. So that's all I got for Miss Cassandra. Did she stop replying? She was replying.
No, Cassandra's here.
Oh, she said she just started a new job. Okay.
Yeah, Cassandra's here.
So that's all I got for Miss Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Don, did you already did?
Yeah, I did her. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who's next, Keena? Okay. Oh, well, I don't know what to tell. She was like second, wasn't she, Keena? Wasn't she like number 2 or number 3? Okay, Miss Jada. Okay. So let me do your cards again, because I had a very good one for you for your next steps. The one thing that I am reminded immediately about is that, are you thinking about starting your own? Like, there's a new job opportunity that is coming for you too, but I feel like it's something that you kind of been beating around in your head about some your own opportunity, a lucrative opportunity for you in business, something that you want to do. And let me see where they're going with this opportunity. Like, I feel like it's a go, but you're not sure how to move it forward or how to get it from here to actually making you money. She's trying to start her own business. Okay. So, mentor. I hear the word mentor. So let me see. Don, if you get something before that, you can go ahead. Oh, you're looking for a mentor? Because I heard the word mentor, because I kept saying, well, what's your next step? And they kept saying mentor. And I'm like, is she have to find this person? It's not going to cost you anything. That's the one thing they're saying. It's not going to cost you anything. It's someone who's going to see the potential in you, and they're going to want to help you out. I feel like whatever your idea is, you used to be very excited about it. You used to tell people about it all the time, and you have stopped telling people about it because you're not sure if people actually believe in it, and it's been so long and you've been thinking about it so hard that you kind of have stopped, not necessarily stopped believing in it, but you're like, maybe it's not possible, or maybe it's not going to come. And what they're saying is, yes, continue to tell people about it like you used to, and then you'll attract that mentor. That mentor will come to you. So your next step is, they said, start talking about it again. I feel like you stop talking about it, you stop being excited about it, and they're saying bring that back, and you'll attract that mentor, and then they'll help you. But also be mindful that the questions that they're asking you may be hard. They're not being mean. They want you to be prepared. When they say, well, have you done this? Have you done that? Have you considered that? What about this? These are all things that they know, that they've experienced, and they're trying to walk you through. So your mentor is coming, but it feels like it's on the side of your regular income. Like this is something on the side, and it'll kind of replace, because they show you working here at a 9 to 5, and then this is pulled out of it and it's your own personal income, but then it pulls forward and it replaces your current stream of income. So but then it has branches, because if you do it correctly and if you actually stick to your plan, you'll actually get more opportunities to come. So I got the 10 of Pentacles. That's money. That's straight money. Remember, Don said the 10 of Cups is the family, the money, the job, everything. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is material. This is money. This is unexpected money. This is unexpected windfall. This is that 10. This is that good money. This is good ideas. It's unexpected financial windfall, a lump sum of money. So there is money coming to you. And I feel like it's helping you to start up or get your business off the ground. And then I got the Knight of Swords, and then that's big changes, opportunities, again, money and opportunities coming your way. So this is definitely what I'm seeing for you. Your next step, find a mentor. And that could be you going to sleep tonight saying, hey, what do I have to do to find a mentor? But they told me you need to talk about it more like you used to and get that excitement back. And then you'll attract somebody who's like, hey, I heard about that, or hey, I can help you with that. But be mindful of the person that you tell. Like, don't go and start talking back to people who were not in support of you. Like, you know, the people you told it to and they were like, whatever. But you also know the people who were excited for you. So they're saying, be mindful and know who you can tell your information to, who will support you and who will kind of put you down. So know who you're telling it to, but talk about it. Continue to talk about it. So that's what I got.
Jade did. I got a visual given to me, and it was interesting. I see you sitting behind the steering wheel in your car, and just kind of like you got something message on the phone. It's like you got a message on the phone, and you're just frustrated, and I just see you kind of wanting to shake the wheel. Like it's like I just see you so frustrated sitting behind the steering wheel. Did this happen like a week or two ago? Because I'm seeing you again. I think this is real. I don't think this is just this isn't a again, I don't think it's just a kind of a feeling, like an energy. I think this is a real visual I'm getting. Did this happen within the last week or two? I see you sitting behind there. Yes, it happened 2 weeks ago. Okay, interesting. Because yeah, I felt that energy. I felt that there's like frustration, and it's like you're being heard. That's the thing, and it was brought to my attention to make sure you understand you're being heard. Jaded, please quiet your mind at least for 5 minutes a day, if not more, and find some way to connect to your spirit guides. They're talking to you. They're trying to help you, and you felt like, again, you need that direction. You feel like you're not getting the support from them that you think you should. You are getting it. They're trying to communicate with you. So one thing I would suggest is, if you can't find the video on YouTube that is able to help you connect your spirit guides in a better way, a more productive way, one way that I suggest to everybody, and you guys have heard this 10 billion times, light a candle. This is extremely inexpensive, but very efficient. Light a candle. Stare into the flame for 5 minutes a day. And as you stare into that flame for 5 minutes a day, focus only on the flame, the color, the movement, the shape, the way it wiggles, and all those things. only the flame, nothing else in your world. Cut out the entire world when this happens. And don't be surprised as you do that, you start seeing either images in and around the flame, and they're not your mind playing games on you. Those are images because Spirit's showing you images, or they'll plant seeds in your head, or they'll talk to you. One of those three ways usually will work, and believe me, it's going to help you. So again, relieve yourself of those. No, the color candle does not matter, Terry T. You're not looking at the candle. You're looking at the flame. The candle has absolutely nothing to do with it, except it provides you the opportunity to have a flame. So you're only staring at the flame. The candle means bupkis, nada, nada, nada. The best
Terry
thing
T,
to do is,
you need a red one because I can tell yours is just passion. Terry T is asking, like, if I get a red one, will it be love?
yeah, so the best thing to do is a tapered candle. So therefore the candle is just more, even more invisible. But most importantly, focus on that flame, and don't be surprised if you get the answers you're looking for. And again, they are talking to you. Don't allow yourself to get to that point again where you're frustrated. Your spirit guides are talking to you.
Also, you're on YouTube, Jaded. If you just put in Meet My Spirit Guides or Meet My Guides or Magical Forest, there are some great meditations that I listen to before I go to sleep at night, and they help me to get answers that I need. So there's one called the Magical Forest, and I think his name is Jason something. So Magical Forest, if you just type that in YouTube, it should come up. And then he also has other ones that are like Meet Your Spirit Guides, Cabin in the Woods. And he takes you on a visual journey. And as you get engrossed into that visual journey, you kind of lose sight of reality, and you're on this journey with him. And then he takes you to meet a spirit guide, or he takes you to meet somebody else. Don has done that for us before. And I met a new guide. Sometimes your guide will give you a gift. And so it's just allowing them to take you on that journey and seeing what you get from your guide or from your higher power. And so I would definitely try one of those meditations to get grounded. But I do see good things for you. It's just all in you being connected. Because I think one of the comments that she also made, Don, was that she doesn't tell her ideas because people have stolen them before. And that's what they're saying. Connect spiritually, and then they'll guide you to the right person. They'll guide you to that right mentor. And your chatter won't be just chatter. It'll be you speaking to the right person. Like, I've been in line at the bank and somebody's been like, oh yeah, a tax person, blah, blah. You're like, wait, a tax person? Like, literally, the tax person that I met, I was getting my nails done and she was getting her nails done. And that's how I found out about her. I got a discount over the Christmas break because this lady was at the grocery store. She remembered how nice the little boy was. I told her that my son worked there. She described him. We both realized that it was my son, and she gave me an extra discount because she thought that he was such a great kid. And so it's just knowing who to talk to and when to talk to that person. So if you get that connection with spirit and you get that close, that deeper meditation that Don is talking about, they'll tell you who to talk to. They'll tell you when to talk. They'll tell you when to be quiet, because my people will tell me to shut up in a minute. Like, there's been times when they tell me, nope, you can't even tell Keenan. Don't say anything. They'll
but
tell you.
Also Jaded, the that what I just talked to you about, the flame, that also works to silence everything else too. That even silences voices. Again,
Yeah.
that is a control thing, because you're controlling your mind, you're focusing on the flame and the flame only. Again, you control what comes in, what goes out, what is happy, what is not. So again, so that's what I'm trying to stress to you, is that, again, open up your mind, and if you want to silence it, you want it to connect it, the flame does it all. Again, it gives you that ability. So it's what you do with it. It's not, the flame has no magical abilities. It's what you do with it, what you're wanting to do with the flame. That's all. So there you go.
It's literally about getting you out of your reality. And like, sometimes just washing dishes gets me out of my reality. Definitely when I walk, because I'm like, oh, look at the beautiful sky. Oh, look at the birds chirping. And then all of a sudden now there's voices that I hear, or guidance, that are saying, hey, go this way, touch this, pick that up, go do this, take this route, take that route. It's literally just getting you out of your logical brain and thinking about, oh, I got to go pay this bill. Oh, I got to go get some gas. Oh, I got to go get some groceries. And next thing you know, you're on a totally different journey, and you're receiving, because there's not so many things that are preventing the higher power from talking to you.
Absolutely.
Then there was one more thing I wanted to say about Terry T. He mentioned something about it's one thing to be loved, but also wanting that passionate romantic love. I totally understand that, Terry T. And I know where you're getting at, because people tell me all the time, oh, I love you, no, Angie, you're love, blah, 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 blah. Romantic, hot love. That's what you want. Continue to keep asking for it, Terry T. It's coming. But I get it when people will be like, oh, you're loved. Yeah, I'm loved, but I'm not loved. That's what you want to be, loved. And so they're saying continue to ask for it, not to dwell on it. Like, I feel like it's the total thing that you're concentrating on. They're saying, you know, when you kind of lose yourself and everything else and your other goals, love will come for you. You're just like, if you met you right now, would you be ready to date you? Or with the level of clinginess that you have right now, not necessarily you, would you be okay to date you? I might be a little bit too clingy for somebody right now, so I need to step it back a little bit and be like, okay, let me get back into regular Angie mode. And then when I meet this person, I'm not clingy, I'm not extra, oh, I want to be loved, you know, like a puppy needing to be, you know, nurtured. So what they're saying is get back to you, focus on moving forward, and then love will come in when you're not focusing on it. So that's what I got for Miss Jada and Terry T. That was a little bit of a word for you. So who's next, Keena? It looks like it's Lucky Empress 7. Okay. All right. General for 2023. Lucky Empress, do you sing or do anything theatrical, or are you dramatic? Because I just hear, like, they showed somebody on a stage and I just heard, let me be. You're just kind of screaming. You're not screaming, you're singing, let me be. But it's in a very dramatic fashion, as I would be, like, literally, like, over the top. Just, why won't you let me be? So I feel like there's a little bit of drama, not necessarily in a bad way, because I think my drama is in a good way. Am I the drama? Could it be me? I'm just saying. Am I the drama? Could it be me? I've learned to embrace it. Not all drama is bad drama. Sometimes it's good drama. And so they're making it seem like you're a little bit dramatic right now. On the stage for the world to see, and kind of wanting a little bit of attention. But they're not saying that it's a bad thing. Like, you're just again, you said I'm very honest, and so your dramatics could be just like, no, I'm not doing that, I'm just not going to allow that to happen. And your honesty could be your drama, and people be like, oh my god, here she comes telling everybody what to do, blah blah blah. So whatever it is, they're saying it's okay, it's acknowledged, and it's okay. You don't have to calm down who you are. So then for your 2023, I got continue to be you. Like, I feel like you've gotten a lot of flack, or a lot of people coming back and being like, you don't have to be so mean, or you didn't have to say it that way. And you're like, I'm honest, it just is the way that I am. And I don't feel like you're thinking like, oh, I need to change it, but you're like, why would spirit give me this personality and then give me so much grief about it? And what they're saying is continue to be positively you, is what I'm getting for you. And so now I'm about to pull some cards for you for 2023. Something about investment. Are you thinking about doing an investment property or an investment in a business? I hear it's a go ahead with whatever it is. And it's something to do with water. Like, I see water, but I don't feel like it's an emotional thing. So are you invested in a water company or something to do with water? But whatever you're thinking about investing in, they're saying it's a go ahead, it's a yes. So I'm getting very logical. So I'm getting something about an investment, and they're saying yes, because I asked what your 2023 is, and they're saying investment. So you're thinking about an investment property. And then this is what I got immediately, information coming in, but this is about your intuition, good ideas, thoughtfulness. You know, this is good ideas coming in. So whatever idea that is coming in, to improve, to buy a home. Okay, good. Because they're saying investment. It's going, stay on that road that you're on. You're going to find out you're going to get some information that's going to help you to progress in that area. And so let me get one more card for your 2023. Wow, they gave me 3. So you got the world card. So definitely travel, moving on. I like the world, stepping out of your old world and into your new world. I love that because one foot is back there where you're finishing up and the other one is stepping into your new world. So as you build your credit and get yourself ready for this house, you're still back here trying to do those things, but you're going to step right into those things. So I'm hearing it'll be later. It'll be definitely after summer before you're ready to buy, but continue on the road that you are with that. So you're definitely, I feel, travel and change. And then I got the seven of pentacles, and that's you literally it says making investments. And what did I say? Investments. Literally the card came out to support what I said. Making investments. This is you, the fruits of your labor. You've planted all these little seeds and it's your harvest time. It's coming. Transition, harvest. It couldn't be any better than what I said. This clearly says making an investment. And what did I say? Make an investment. I asked for another card and they gave me a card that says exactly what I said, investment. It's coming for you. Don't worry about it. And then I got the Six of Cups, which is returning to your roots, like kind of looking back and reminiscing on things and remembering who you are, remembering how you should be and being okay with that. Like remembering, thinking back, wondering about things. It says past influences, reunions, playfulness, joy, childhood, all those things, just remembering and being happy. But definitely that investment that you were talking about, definitely coming through, definitely transitioning, and definitely information that's coming through. What is that, Don?
And the Pentacles.
Hello. Look.
And you had the
me and Don just right there
together. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
I love it.
But guess who it depends on?
It.
Angie, guess who it depends on? It depends on her.
That's the magician.
That's the magician, the manifestor.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. I knew it. I knew.
So again, it starts and ends in you, Lucky Empress. And can you do it? Hell yeah! Look at this. You got that energy. You got it. This is that new entrepreneur energy. This is the entrepreneur energy. You got it. You just have to do it. Walk away from what isn't working, because what right now isn't really what's been. This isn't where you want to be. This isn't where you really want your path to be. So again, go move in that new direction. Take control, and it's all up to you. It's all up to you. But again, I see.
Also, she says she's looking for a new job, and I clearly see that you're a very structured person, and you could totally revamp a department. So I don't know if you've been offered a job to do something that you didn't want to do, like, no, I don't want to mess with them. That whole department is a mess. I see you being very structured, very not assertive is the word, because I was going to say authoritative, but they're saying assertive, like you can move things along, you can make decisions, and you don't feel any remorse. Like, oh, Jenny has to work 2 to 10, blah, blah, blah. You're like, Jenny signed on for any time. She put her availability as 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. She's going to work that shift. Like you don't have a lot of, and not necessarily to say you're heartless, but you make a decision based on logic and need, and you move forward with it. And that's what they're saying, is that you need a position that allows you to transform things, but also to use your authority, your aggressiveness, and your forward thinking to better the company. So if they've offered you a position and you didn't want to take it because of that, they're saying rethink that. It might be a good move for you. But if they haven't offered it to you, you may want a job that is a little bit more of a challenge, because it allows you to organize things. And I feel like you get a great accomplishment. Like my friend, she took her tree down, she put it back in a box, she put all the things back in the boxes that they were going to, and she felt so accomplished, but because she put everything back in an orderly fashion. And that's what they're saying. You feel accomplished in the things that you in the changes that you make. And so they're saying that's the kind of job that you need to look for, where you're that authority, where you're able to make the changes and you're able to revamp a whole department or team and make them more productive, because that's what you can do. You can push somebody forward. So that's what I got for you, Miss Lucky Empress.
Super. Next on the list is...
I definitely see management for you, Lucky Empress. I figured you were already one because I heard manager, but that's what's coming next. Definitely a management position where you are in a sense of authority. So that is definitely coming. Maybe in the next 2 months. All right, Miss Trinity. So let me get into your energy, Miss Trinity. Trinity, I don't know if you're male or female, but I get you in a car driving at night. A very fast-paced car, and you're a little bit unsure of why you're moving so fast. It's like you're not driving it; the universe is pulling you forward. Like literally, the universe's foot is on the gas, and they're steering you through. Like they're speeding up time. Like I feel like you've been waiting on something, and they have you in this vehicle, and they're showing me the hermit card, which means that they want you to be quiet about it. This is your isolation time. They have you in this car and they're steering you. All you have to do is go along with the movement and stop being afraid of it. The universe is literally speeding up your time from where you were. So maybe it would have took you 3 years to accomplish this. They're making it a year, or they're making it less than that. They're speeding you up. They're navigating you through because you seem to be a little bit unsure of what to do and how to do it. And what they're saying is just lean into the curve. Like if we're going on a curve, lean into the curve, and not let life throw you all over. Lean into what the universe is doing and you'll be fine. Your next step, they're saying, heed the guidance. Are you getting dreams that you don't understand? I feel like you're getting dreams and you're waking up like, why did I dream about being in a the thing that they're showing me is the place where they bury you at. What is it? Cemetery. They're showing me a cemetery. You're waking up like, why am I in a cemetery? And they're saying it's the death. The thing that you need to focus on in that dream is death, the death of something ending. So they're saying be very mindful of your dreams and just ask. Like when you go to sleep, Don has said, ask spirit to help you remember those dreams and understand. I'm not a person who remembers to do that at night, so I have to do it on the other end. Was there anything significant in that dream that I need to remember? And so then I let them unfold the dream. It may not come at that very moment, but throughout the day, I may get little glimpses of it. Like I may be watching a commercial and then that piece of that will come up and I'll be like, oh, that's what that meant. Financial this or that. So what they're saying is very much pay attention to your dreams because you have not been paying attention to your dream. So they're saying definitely pay attention to what you're saying. And then just ask them if you don't understand. You don't have to Google. You don't have to ask anybody else. Come to them and say, is there anything significant I need to remember? What is it that you want me to do? Why are you bringing me this information? Like, I think we forget that we can also ask questions. We don't always have to just be praying. We can ask questions back and forth. And I will question my spirits until they be like, you know what, we're going to call it a day and we'll be back tomorrow. So feel free to question your guides as often as you need. So that's what I got from Miss Trinity. Let the universe guide you. New opportunities are coming, and your 2023 will be as great as you allow them. If you're holding on to them and trying to keep them from navigating, it's going to be a slow go and you're going to get bumped all around. But if you allow the universe to navigate you like you're supposed to, you'll get where you're supposed to be faster than you could have on your own. Oh, yes, you can do a journal. Or if you are journaling, that's good. Sometimes I go to sleep and I'll have like 10 questions that I lay down, and then I'll wake up in the morning and be like, they answered 3 of those questions in my dreams. Or they'll give my sister a dream and she'll call me and I'll be like, oh, that's 2 more of the questions that I asked. So feel free to write down, just kind of, and like I don't just get in my book and be like, look, spirit, I need to know this, and this. I kind of unfold my day a little bit and just kind of take it on a journey. Again, I don't know if you've ever heard me say this. Sometimes when I journal, I write to a specific person. I'll write to my cousin or to my grandmother. So I'll write, dear Granny or dear whoever, and then I'll unfold my day to them. And then at the end, I'll go ahead and then I'll then I'll come up with my questions. So just kind of get into that mood, get out of your day and let the writing take over. An astrology journal might help you. I got one of those to for the new year. And then there's a tarot journal, like all Five Below. Go in there and I'm telling you, just take $50 in there with you cash and don't leave your debit card in the car, because next thing you know, you'll be like, I got 18 books from there. Everything you could possibly want is in Five Below. So go there. There's all kinds of books on astrology, tarot, meditation, anything you want. Go to Five Below, get a book, and then let that happen. So again, your 2023 is looking good if you allow spirit to take you on this journey and to propel you forward, and that you learn to communicate back and forth with them, whether that's through journaling, singing, music, whatever. Because I'll wake up in the morning with a song on my mind. I'll be like, why is this on my mind? It's spirit talking to me, telling me this is how your day is going to be. This is how you're going to receive today. And so I just lean into it. I get up, I listen to the lyrics, I listen to the song, I read the lyrics, and I say, okay, I get it. And then I move forward. So allow spirit to tell you what to do and how to do it. But know that it's truly coming from your higher power. So that's what I got for you, Miss Trinity. There's a lot of people in the chat that are coming up and you're not answering your messages. Kina is messaging you saying, are you ready? So we have Mystic Rain, New Love, BP, April. Are any of you here?
BP's here. She just said she's here.
April's here. Okay. So what happened with, who was it?
Mystic and
Mystic Rain isn't here. Okay.
So BP should be next then.
Venus Flytrap, you saying that there's a lot of things in the shadow that have ultimately taken your place away. People who don't believe in what you're saying, just stop talking to them. You can't make somebody believe things the way that you see them. If you're seeing things and you're telling people and they're not supporting you, then they're not the people that you're talking to. This is a community of people who believe. We have a class on Tuesday night where we get together and we explore those things. Like we literally get together and we practice, or we expand our abilities. We do mediumship, we do tarot readings, we do psychic readings, we do whatever comes up, and then we just go ahead and allow each other to ask questions to help us with their experiences. So you need a supportive community, and that's what you haven't found, a community of people who support you and understands your way of thinking, because you could be beyond all of your friends and they don't understand. So when you tell them, I had a dream last night about a horse and it said blah, 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 this, and they don't understand, they're saying, you know what? You need to find a community of people who understand and who'll be like, oh yeah, well, what color was the horse? Was the horse running? Was the horse flying? Was the horse speaking? Was the horse eating? Because they all understand, they've been there or they've experienced it too. And then your voice isn't cut off. It's expanded and it's grown and it's heard and it's relevant. I feel like you're being invalidated. So you just need to find a community of people. But you are tapped in. So that's what I got for you, Venus Flight.
Kina shared this with us a long time ago. And if you read this here, it tells you exactly that. If you want to believe in your purpose, you have to keep company with the people who believe in your purpose too. Because
exactly.
the quickest way for you to be distracted and dissuaded is to get around people who aren't on your side and aren't being supportive of you. Because those, if they're not, then they just bring you down. That's not what you want to do. So keep that in mind. And with that said, folks, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, there you
go. I'm sorry, Don, are you done?
No, so there you go.
For Venus Flytrap, you said you're being harassed with electronics. You can put a bubble around you that will protect you. Literally, we have an exercise where you imagine like a gold ball or a bubble in your hand, like some kind of protective thing in your hand, and you just keep increasing that bubble until it gets bigger, and then you put it over your whole body, and the only thing that gets inside your bubble is what you allow in. So it'll keep those electronic devices from attacking you, from getting to you. So you just create that bubble. Literally, again, we imagine a gold bubble, and then we just expand that bubble over our whole body. And then we only let in what energy we want in. We push out whatever energy we don't want out. And then we pull in what we don't want in. So you can put a protective bubble around you, or however you do your protection energy. And then that'll keep all that out immediately. Like immediately, literally, once I got that down, because Don used to talk about it all the time. Once I got that down, I don't even have to do this anymore. I used to have to be like this and stretch the bubble over me. Now I could just sit here, imagine the bubble, put it all over me, and boom, my bubble automatically kicks people out because I've already established that in my head over and over and over again. I put that bubble on, and when I say nobody can get in, nobody can get in. Not all those emotions, not all that people who getting on my nerves, just let it go. So that's what I got for you, Miss Venus Flytrap. But who's next, Keena? I'm sorry.
BP.
BP. Okay. I immediately saw you stuck in traffic, like you're blowing the horn and you're trying to get here. Like this is where you are. You see where you want to go, and you're stuck with all these people ahead of you. And how do I get to where I want to be? So there's a frustration. There's you blowing on the horn. You're aggressive in traffic, and you are a very frustrated person in this chaos and in this traffic jam. But you see where this is where I am. That is where I'm trying to be. How do you clear all these people out of the way so that I can get to where I want to be? And so that's the thing that I'm going to try to find out as I pull these cards for you. Don, if you get anything before that, you can go ahead. When I say how does BP get from where they are now to moving forward, I got start the car. You're sitting in there, and if you let the car shut off, you've been sitting for so long, you let the car turn off, like the car isn't even on. So when I said what's BP's next step to get from here to where they want to be, they said start the car, start the journey, move forward, take the first step, speak about the idea, present the idea, whatever it is that you need to do. They're saying do it. Just at least start the vehicle so that you can start moving. You're not moving. Yes, there's traffic in front of you, but you're not even ready. If the car in front of you takes off, you're not ready to move because the car isn't started. So they're saying start the process. Is there a long journey or some kind of education and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to devote a year of my time, or oh, I don't want to devote 2 years of my time? Because there seems to be a process that you know about and you just don't want to start the journey because it may be longer than you want to do. But they're saying go ahead and start the journey. I'm ready to reach the point I want to reach in my life. And so you want to know what your next step is, and they're saying start the journey. You're sitting there waiting on spirit to come pick you up and just float you to where you want to be. Like I just told somebody else, sometimes there's things you need to learn along the way, or things you need to collect that you need to get there. So say that you're on this journey, you're like, I just want to get from here to there, but along the way there's a bridge that you need to build in order to get to where you need to be, but you didn't pick up all the pieces that you need to pick up along the way, or the lessons that you need to learn in order to know how to build this bridge so you can get over to the other side. So they're saying start the journey. You're not starting the journey. That's what you just finished law school and I'm studying for the bar. Okay, so that's what it is. They're saying it's a tedious thing. That's what it was. Start the journey. You're have you applied for to sit for the bar exam? Because I feel like you're just kind of like, oh my God, I just finished this, I just don't want to do it, and you haven't really applied or started to do it. And so they're saying start the journey. Go ahead and apply or pay or whatever it is that you need to do, and then the information will start to download. But I feel like you really struggled through law school, and now you're just like, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? But they're saying going. She said, yes, I have applied to sit. So they're saying go ahead and start opening the books, and for real, start practicing. So that's what I got for you. Don, do you have anything?
I'm not going to go terror on this one. I see I see a new beginning financially. So again, this is one thing I'm feeling. Again, a new financial beginning, probably when you pass the bar and get employed. But also, again, you're in control of that. You can make that happen, and you just feel like, right now you're waiting on that. Okay, so know that that's coming. Now I'm going to give you the part that is not anything with tarot or psychic, and that's just an attorney who's done this before. Make sure you take that class. Make sure you find a class. I'm trying to think of the name, the group, but it's like a 6 or 7 week class that you take after the bar exam.
Is it the Princeton something?
No, Princeton Review Princeton Review does one, but it's not as good. It's like I think it starts with a G or something. Anyway, And every place is different. So it could be, again, find which one works best with the state that you are in. Because if you look at the statistics, because they have to publish, or they choose to publish the statistics that show you that the people who take that class, who pass the numbers that pass the bar, there's some that are very, very good. And so the one we took, most everybody in my class took that same one. And take that class, and it's like a 6 or 7 week class. It is long, and you are there every day, from like 8 till 4 or 5. But because the bar exam is not an exam to pass on knowledge. Let me be clear about this. If you have the knowledge, that does bar exam. The bar exam is written to trip you. It's written to trip up on certain bullshit stuff. It's written, they weed out people who haven't taken the damn class pretty much. So Kaplan, exactly. Kaplan's the one. And so when you take that class, you're going to see, they're going to tell you which one instantly on a multiple choice, because you take a multi-state with part of the bar that's multiple choice, and then you take the essays. They help you with the essays. They help you with words in the essay, the buzzword. They help you with, again, your multiple choices. They help you how to eliminate one all right off the bat. And then there's another one that could be close, but not. And then there's 2 that are almost close, and whatever. The point is that by taking that class, I think you will help yourself improve your chances by far. So again, this is not psychic. This is not whatever else. This is just somebody who's been through it. And I went through it, 20 years ago, I guess now. But I can tell you that from what I hear, it hasn't changed much in that regard. The test is a weed out process. It is not a test to test your knowledge. If it truly was a test to test your knowledge, you'd pass it, because we all got through 3 years of shit. And so I can tell you it's not easy. And I tell you what, of all the things I've done in my life, one of the most trying years is my first year in law school. And the doctors will tell you probably the same thing. I don't know, but it's crazy. So again, take the class, pay attention to the class. Don't blow this class off. This is probably more important than any class you've ever had in law school, because this is an intense class. Once you're done, I guarantee when you walk into that bar exam, you will feel much more comfortable to take that bar. And it's for ours, it was like 3 days. Our bar exam was 3 days long. I don't know what it is now. So again, they teach you how to pace yourself, how to be prepared. So there you go.
My gosh. Okay, 2 things, Don. When you were talking about the class, that's the feeling of that, oh my gosh, I don't even want to start it. Like, Jesus, this is going to take forever. So that's that dread feeling I got with taking that class. Then she said, yes, I cried my first semester. And the card that came up, and I literally was about to say, were you about to give up? Were you wanting to quit and just let the journey go? Like, I don't want to do this. This is too hard. Because I see that this is that loss, that grief, that I'm just over it. This is a 5 of Cups. And you were concentrating on the things that you were losing. Like, oh my gosh, I can't get this. Oh my God, this isn't for me. Instead of the 2 cups that are behind you that are still full. And that's what pushed you along. That's how you got here. And so they're saying, I can see that you were ready to give up. And they're saying, don't, you're almost there. You're at that 10. You're about to drop this burden. Take that class, make it through. That's your burden right now. It's heavy and you don't want to do it. And I just heard Don say 8 to 5 for 6 weeks. Lord help the child. That is a long, burdensome journey, 8 to 5 for 6 weeks. But again, that's what this is. You're at a 10 though. Your next thing is a new beginning. The Ace of Wands being your next thing. Do you know how great that could be? That is a new beginning. That's great. That's powerful. So look, you're at the end. Just make it through this class. Don't give up, because that's where you were. You're going to make it through. Literally, your 2023 is going to be great as long as you stay focused on this task that you're
exactly. And study every fact pattern. I would give you a big time advance here, and that is they guarantee there'll be one question on the exam that is an issue of a federal and state question, and you're going to have to argue what's this going to be, because again, does the feds have responsibility here? Is it state? They have them on every exam, because again, but they hide them. And you get that in Con Law 1. Con Law 1 is one of the hardest classes. It's a weed out class. And we lost 1/3 of our whole class on Con Law 1. So I can tell you that, and it all came to a state versus federal class. Yes, civil procedure is a bitch. And I can tell you the first civil procedure is just awful. Con law, not civil procedure, con law. Civil procedure is easy. Con law was the hard one. Again, because they bury the con law, they bury the question in such a fact pattern that it takes the world to wake up and say, damn. And I remember that I at the very end of writing the essay, I'm going, shit, I missed the whole point. And I'm like, I can't.
That's what I was about to say, Don. I remember that story. You wrote
Yes.
that whole answer out. Then you like, wait, that's not right. Start over.
Yes. And that was my con law 1. And I finished it and walked out. And I was like, damn, I was that close. I was close to one of those people because I was writing this amazing, the whole thing. I'm like, damn, this is that question. This is the one we're always told about, but I didn't even see it because the guy wrote it so well. So again, keep that in mind. So there you go.
And
So
then
you'll
I
get
got a
through
new
this.
job. So as soon as you pass, there's a new job coming. I feel like there's people looking at you and who've been either grooming you or just, following you and know that as soon as you're ready, we're ready to take you. So I definitely see that new job. That's the card I got. And this is 2023. I asked specifically about 2023. So there's a new job. This is a page of Pentacles. It says new job, solid beginning, setting goals, opportunities. This is all good for you. So your 2023 is going to be great. Get it done. That's all. Literally, that's what I just heard.
Remember, I got the Ace of Pentacles. So again, that's that new job, new money.
Oh my gosh! Yes, God.
So keep that in mind.
Oh, jobs abroad. Hey, listen, let me tell you. One of the things, I worked for an attorney, and one of the things that was big for us had to do with a lot with people trying to come over and get their visas or whatever. We had a lot of people coming over and trying to get doing the app, and it was just literally doing the applications for them. We weren't even doing anything hard. It was like, I want to come, or I want to bring we had a lot of people that were getting married and bringing their spouse over. So it was literally us just doing the petition or doing the paperwork, turning it in at the office in our area, and then waiting the time. Like literally, that is a big area of immigration. Gosh, I couldn't think of immigration law. So that was big money for us. So that could be something for you. Oh, those are good jobs.
But generally speaking, it's interesting that's going to be interesting if you go that direction. The good part is you have you don't have to worry about licensing there. But the good part is even if you work for a corporation abroad, by working as corporate counsel, you don't have to get the bar license in that state or in that country or whatever. Because again, as long as you work as a corporate counsel, generally speaking, the rule is if you're licensed in one state as a general counsel or with corporate counsel, then you're good otherwise. But there's some rules there too. So again, that's because you work for one client and not for everybody. You work for one specific client, which is your client, your corporation. They kind of get around those rules. Anyway, good luck on that. Good luck on that.
Good things coming, BP.
Yep.
Stay tuned in. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Make sure you share, guys. That really, really helps. Make sure you like. That really helps the algorithm. And then also that you subscribe. If you're on my side, subscribe to Don's side. If you're on Don's side, subscribe to my side. Because again, we go live Sunday through Thursday every week. A different one of us goes live. It's either me or Don or Shauna, Susan, Alicia, Sherry, Kim. We're all going live Sunday through Thursday. So every single day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, one of us is live. So if you're subscribed to all of us, then you'll get the alert when any of us go live. All right, that's all I have for BP. Keena, do you have any? Who's next? Mystic Rain. So I said your name and 3 cards turned over. Oh. No, I'm gonna reshuffle that. That doesn't feel right at all. And it could be right, but it didn't feel right. So I'm gonna reshuffle those.
Hey, is Cassandra Lewis still here? Cassandra, are you still here? Or did you I don't expect you to be here, but if you are, can you let us know if you're still here?
She would be on your Facebook. And I haven't, let me see.
Cassandra, hey, I was just told one thing to add to you. Thanks for helping with computers. Don't know what it means. Thanks for helping with the computers. You know what it means, apparently. So if it does resonate, let me know, because I just got that. Thanks for helping with the computers. So let us know what that means if it resonates with you. You are in IT. Okay. But did you do something with laptops it's like you did, they're telling me you did something, I don't know, volunteer something with laptops. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. But congratulations. Thank you for that. Those whoever the spirits are saying thank you. So she's in IT. Interesting. You never know. I love it. Purple rain. Purple rain. Was it October? Cassandra, did you do something in October, like a volunteer thing or something like again, did something to donate? Did you donate a computer? Was it October? I'm getting October, my birth month. That's why it's coming to me. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, what you got, Angie?
I was trying to get into her energy while you were
Lost?
while you were talking to Cassandra. No, it gave me time to get into her energy because I had got an image and then it closed and then it went away. And so I got an image of you being in a rocket and you being shot off into the atmosphere. But it takes you, like, I feel like a lot of people are going to make up the time. Like, a lot of people feel like they lost a lot of time from 2020 through now. And I feel like you are going to be shot off into the direction of where you should have been. So, like, if you were here and you should have been up there, you're being shot off or you're being pulled into that to where you should have been. So Mystic Rain, I immediately saw a rocket and I saw you being shot over all of this other stuff that could be in your way and you moving forward and you making progress quickly. And then the card that jumped out was Independent Wealth. I love the 9 of Pentacles because I love her. She's a lady of leisure, a lady of leisure. And for me, that means I can buy whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't have to look at the price tag. I don't have to worry about it. It's just independent wealth. And that's what the card says, independent wealth. Success, financial stability, security, profit, prosperity. What'd you get? Is that the same thing now?
9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Isn't that what you just had?
Exact. I got the 9 of Pentacles.
Oh, Pentacles. I'm sorry.
Don, look, what's at the bottom of the deck? The 9 of Cups. It couldn't get any better than this. 3 9s, Don. She can't get no better than that. That's wish fulfillment in every single wish. Independent wealth, wish fulfillment, and then you got it too. I don't really have anything else to say for you. Is that the money's coming, the success is coming, everything you want for 2023. Because I clearly asked, and they showed you being shot out of a rocket, and then I got this. It's all coming.
The money right there. That's that new money. Money's coming.
I don't even have to give you any kind of details because they said you're ready. Like they have you at the start line and you're just waiting for the gun to say move. You're ready to go. You're so tuned in. You're so tapped in. You're so ready, Mystic Rain. Just let it happen. You can't get better than 3 9s. 3 9s, Mystic Rain? I don't even know what to tell you. You might want to look that up. So Don got it. I got it. There you go.
That's a whole lot of energy right there. Tons
a whole
of
lot
energy.
of greatness. A whole lot of greatness. And I like a 9 because remember, it's self-reflection. How do I get from here to the 10? Exactly. They said you're ready. You're at the start line. As soon as they say go, as soon as they tell you to move, and it feels like it's going to be a push to the back. Like you're not going to hear a gun. You're going to get a push that says go, and you're just going to take off. Like you're so ready to go. You're so on your mark. Nothing's going to get in your way. You are ready. And everything is lining up for you. I like it. Dang, I kind of like your reading, Mystic Rain, for 2023.
It was worth getting the mist there for a minute there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lord.
Wow.
Who is next, Kina?
All right, Kina.
Bring on some good energy, Kina. Give us some good stuff.
That was perfect. Jeez, oh, Pete. When the cards speak like that, that's good. Okay,
April.
next that's for April.
This is the one.
Oh, the 2 kids. Remember,
yeah,
Don,
this is the one with the two kids. Yeah, like teenagers or something. They were, yeah. These are the ones. Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
Is April here?
She said she was earlier. When BP said she was here, April was here at that time.
Okay. Because I immediately get you being in a garage and you're clearing out the clutter of the garage, like you're dropping things off. This has to go, this has to go. I need to declutter. And I feel like when you declutter, you'll be able to hear more or receive better. Like you'll all that fogginess and cloudiness. Like I don't feel like you operate very well in chaos and clutter. And you're kind of like, this has to go, that has to go, you have to go, he has to go, she has to go. Like you're clearing out all the chaos, the clutter, the drama, everything. You're like, let it go. Oh, Don, I wish you could play it. Let it go. I clearly hear. And when I heard that, I didn't want to believe that that's what they were saying, but I immediately got that you're clearing house, you're cleaning house, you're clearing house. Like literally, you're making space in your garage. Are you thinking about a new car? Because I feel like you're making space for a new vehicle to pull in. Like they showed me a shiny black vehicle, a big truck coming in, and everything is all shiny and clean, like you just got it. So you seem to be clearing space to make room for the gifts that are coming to you. And if a car or a truck is what you're looking for, you're definitely going to get that vehicle this year because I asked for your 2023. And so continue to clear out the clutter, continue to nip those things, prune those things is the way they're showing it. Oh my gosh, they're showing me a grapevine. Like they, you know how they used to describe it in the Bible, and they would have the pruner to come through, and he has to prune all those dead leaves and all that stuff, so that everything could get the sunshine, and that they could all get the nutrition that they needed, and they weren't down in the mud and being covered up. And so you're clearing space so that you can have more growth and so that you can receive. So they're saying whatever you're doing to clear space and to clear people out, to continue to do it. So that's what I'm getting for you. You didn't respond about the 2 kids, so I don't even know if you're still hearing us. April, are you still here? Can you still hear us? And she did say she had 2 kids,
Yeah.
Don, when you asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ronell, the list is closed. The people that are going across the bottom are the people that are left on the list. So there's quite a bit of people ahead of you anyway. Even if you were to get added on the list, I think there's probably 10 or so people ahead of you.
Well, we can move on unless there's a very long
Right, April,
delay.
that was a good reading. Well, I hope you heard it. It was at the 2 hour and 1 minute mark.
Yeah.
So I really hope that you got that. Keena, I don't know if you can reply to her and tell her at the 2 hour, about maybe it was probably like 150 or 155 is where we really started the reading. So she to hear what we said, but definitely good things are coming for you, and continue to clear space, because whatever blessings that are coming for you, you're making space for them and making room in your life for them. So that's what I got for Miss April. Who's next, Keena? Miss Linda. Okay, next steps. Miss Linda, who's Betty or Miss Betty? Do you work with somebody named Miss Betty or something about Betty? It seems to be an old friend named Betty or something that you interact with. I feel like she's a coworker and not necessarily a friend that you know outside of work, but there's something about Betty. Is Betty about to retire? Or is Betty something about Betty leaving and you moving up? But there's a connection to a Betty or somebody at work, Betty. And it's an older lady, kind of not very small, a little, but not necessarily a larger frame woman, like a medium sized woman, short hair, kind of blondish color, maybe wears glasses, but I get a Miss Betty. Okay. Oh, Betty. Okay. Let me get what I'm getting on Betty, because I clearly heard Betty. And something about replacing her. Oh, so she's out of the way because I feel like she's out of the way. So that's Cynthia's ex-mom. Is that her ex-mother-in-law? Because I got that she's being pushed out of the way and you're stepping in to take her place or something. There's something about her being pushed out of the way because I felt like she was retiring or leaving and you were stepping up into her place. I definitely get her moving on or being moved out of the way. It doesn't seem like it's in a negative way. Like I don't get that there's any negative energy about it, but I get that she's happily moving on. Okay, that's her ex-mom-in-law. I get that she's kind of moving on or moving out of the way for something. And you're stepping in to take that place of whatever it was that she's doing. I don't feel like you and her were on horribly bad terms because it seems like a friendly move, changing of the guard. It doesn't seem like she's being forced out. She's just moving on because she knows that it's her time to go. So I definitely get a Betty. Okay, that's what it was. She's moved on and you're stepping into her place. And are you wondering if you could shoulder the there's a 9 of swords, so something is keeping you up late. So are you wondering if you could take on all the responsibility of it? There's something that's keeping you up late, but it's your thoughts and it's your own preparation. It's you wanting to be that perfectionist mom or that perfectionist you. And so it's just literally you making these thoughts go around in your head. It's not anything on the outside world. It doesn't seem to be a pressure. It's you walking it through in your thoughts and keeping yourself and not necessarily keeping you up at night, but it's something that is very much weighing on your mind. And then the next thing I got was a Page of Cups. And so usually they said that's a new romantic gesture coming in. We've been telling you for months that somebody's coming in, a man or somebody, but I get it's like a new romance, like the word, this is a page. So this is somebody coming in to tell you about a new romance, a new idea, a new something that is beneficial to you, but it's an emotional tie to it. She chose to be out of the family. So yeah, it didn't feel like she was going to be pushed out of the family. It just felt like she was retired, like it was her time to move on, and she knew, and you're just stepping right into that place. She says, I know I can handle a move. Wait. Is with moving. Okay. Moving. Okay. Are you downsizing, Miss Linda? Because that was the first thing I got was downsizing or moving into a smaller space. Like I felt like you were moving things, but I got downsizing, and I'm like, wait, is Miss Linda downsizing? Is she going somewhere? That was the very first image I got of downsizing and you having less things, like getting rid of things. Like I don't need this, I don't need that. Let me get rid of this. Let me get this. So I have less things. Like you're purging and you're getting rid of things. So that's what I also got. For you, purging. Exactly. You use the exact same word that I use. Oh my gosh. And there's still some kind of you still really don't know where you want to go. So have you not decided where you want to go or what you want to do? Because there's still this 7 of cups. And for me, that's dreams, that's wishes, that's opportunities. These are all different things that could still happen for you. And one of the, oh my gosh, with that Page of Cups, cup of love, that's that you don't know that this love is, well, you do know because we keep telling you, but that's what's coming. That's that page. 2 sevens, all cups, emotion. Someone's coming, new love. You don't know who it is. There's so many different opportunities that are going to come up. You just cleaned up the garage today. I literally see you purging or downsizing, like getting rid of stuff. And because I kept hearing downsizing. But are you moving here, Miss Linda? Are you moving? Because you said Cynthia, are you moving here? Or wait, you said something about moving, and Miss Betty is involved with it. You're taking her place. I don't know. Don, you can go ahead. Oh, okay. You want your own space. I clearly saw you downsizing into your own little space, like a 2-bedroom, but prepare. You're very much concentrating on this new baby that's coming. You're really excited about the new baby that is coming your way. And that's what you want to do. Are you trying to set up a space where it's just for the baby, so you can spend a lot of time with the baby. Like, because I clearly see, like, okay, downsize, and then I see 2 rooms. I see like your room, and then I see a space for the baby. So is that what you're concerned about, making sure that you're able to help your grandson with the child? That's what I got down. The baby's in New York. Remember, I kept saying someone coming to live with you, and then you thought it was your one nephew, or you thought it was that one relative. It could be this person that is coming to live with you, because I clearly see 2 spaces. They're showing me like there's a bedroom here, there's a bedroom here, and this room is being prepared. So I don't know if they're gonna move or not, but I clearly see you preparing for this baby and being a helpmate to this child, or to this child. Oh, is that like, I feel like this person came to visit you. Downsizing, space for the baby. I clearly see it.
The only thing I'm getting is stick to your budget, because again, the finances are still not quite where they need to be. So you don't have a ton of extra money to toss around. So again, focus on your budget this coming year as you enter into the year. Down around May, June, something changes. I don't know what it is, but finances change a little bit. Your financial picture changes. And again, I see you in a more, more balanced situation financially. But again, 6 months. So we're getting the 6-month time frame. So your finances will be tight until around June. May, June time frame, you're going to see a shift in the finances. Something else is going to come in, or something's going to happen, so where the finances are going to take a little bit of relief. But that will not happen again until somewhere around the 5th or 6th month, and then you'll be fine for the rest of the year. So again, your budget for the first 5 months, whatever, 5-6 months, needs to just pay attention to your budget. Okay, again, because the money is not, you're not gonna be able to splurge. You're gonna have comfortable, but you'll be okay. But again, don't splurge.
That's weird, Don. As soon as you said the money, I got the 8 of Pentacles, and that's working hard,
Yep.
Working on your craft, stacking and waiting for the
Mhm.
opportunity to come, not, kind of splurging. You're trying to get to that 9 of Pentacles, which is that money coming.
Yep.
So this is that hard work, Don. That's right on. But it literally popped out when you said, be mindful of your spending.
So hopefully that helps resonate with you. Hopefully that resonates with you, Linda, and it helps you. Again, it'd be interesting to see where you wind up, but it sounds like it's going to ultimately pay off in the end. Absolutely, because the money will be, the things will balance out, and the economics will work. That's the key. The economics will work. That's May, June time frame.
And I definitely see you downsizing and getting your own place and making space for your grandchild.
Exactly.
So,
yep. Who is next?
Venus Flytrap asks about the vibration in his foot, and they immediately made my ear. When spirit talks to me, I get a vibration or a tingling in my ear. That's how I know that they're talking to me. That's how I know to stop. So if I'm in a general conversation with Don and then I get a tingling in my ear, I kind of tune in a little bit to whatever is being said to me from my higher power. So that's just an indication for you that spirit is talking to you with the tingling in your foot. I don't feel like it's a medical issue. You can ask your guides, but I don't feel like that's what it is. Don't take my word for it. Go to your doctor. But usually when I'm receiving, I get a tingling in my, like the outs, not inside my ear, the earlobe actually tingles and itches and makes me take notice of what's happening to me.
Are Quinia, Jocelyn, Sonaria, and London here? Any of you guys, are you here? That's the next 4 on the list in that order. So again, Jocelyn, Sonaria, London, and Treasure. Are you on the list? I mean, yeah, sure.
Quinaya, are you here? Because I think you're next. So we just did Miss Linda. So Quinaya, are you here? Jocelyn, are you here? Sonaria, are you here? London T. Keena has added each one of you on the list, and you have not. If we skip you this time, I'm not coming back for you, because Keena is doing a lot of work in the background, and she's sending you message on the platform where you contacted us at. And so if you're not responding, that means that you're not here. So again, Quinaya, Sonaria, Jocelyn, London T. Anybody that's on that bottom row down there, if you're here, let us know so we can move forward.
Just make sure we'll add some on the messages to make sure we're not missing messages from anybody. Just so because right now it looks like nothing's happening. But so anybody just say hello somewhere so we can see a message pop up to make sure we are getting messages, because it's awfully quiet right now. And that's not always
Venus said that he got tingling his left ear tooth. That was the last message I saw, but that's been over a minute ago. Okay. Okay.
There we go. We're starting to see people. Good. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
So none of the people on the list are here. Cassandra, did you hear what Don said to you? Did she hear what you said?
Yeah, she did about the computer work. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And she is an IT, so that she does work with people's computers. So that's interesting.
Okay, Melissa.
Melissa, are you here?
Yeah. Is that Melissa Jones? Yeah, that's that paragraph right here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. Yep. Kind of complicated situation.
Okay. So let me see what is going on for Melissa. When I asked about your question, I heard it's a done deal, move on. There's better opportunities that are coming. You're trying to make up for something that you feel bad about, and they're saying move on. There's other opportunities that could be better than that opportunity. When I asked what's coming for you in 2023, they literally showed me a big hot air balloon, and that's you slowly moving across the sky and seeing everything from a different vantage point. You're still looking up for your opportunities to come, and they're saying you need to be looking from a different vantage point. So that's the first thing I got for you. And then I got a victory. I got a 6 of Wands. That's victory. That means that things are going to be victorious for you. But whatever this project is, I heard it's a done deal, move on. There's better opportunities that are coming for you. And you're so focused on trying to regain this or trying to get it back that you don't see it as maybe a divine hand. And they're saying, you know what, it just wasn't for you. It just wasn't the opportunity. Stop thinking that, oh, I messed it up, and then now our friendship is ruined. What they're saying is think of it as divine hand saying, no, this wasn't the opportunity for you, and keep it moving. If I told you that someone came to me and said, hey, we want you to do a talk show about psychic mediums, and then I was like, oh, I didn't take the offer. And then he was like, well, why didn't you take the offer? Maybe it was because I didn't like or because of what was happening in the background. Maybe they wanted to feed me the information. Maybe it was something fake. So just because it presents as a great opportunity, oh my God, they're always talking about they want to their own show. The details of it may not have been as good for you. So that's what they're showing me, is that the details of the situation may not have been as good for you. And so what they're saying is be ready to move forward with something else. That's a done deal. And it was a divine hand that kept you from moving forward with that. It had nothing to do with you messing it up. So one, you need to let that guilt go, that you're the person that messed it up. And two, you need to be ready for this new opportunity that is coming for you. Something about a park. Is there a concert in a park or something coming up in the park? I see you in the park. And there's cameras either on you or you have cameras. So is there something coming up in the park that you're trying to do? Concert, video, some kind of footage, but you're in the park and you're working. You're clearly at work. This is not leisure. And again, I got the 8 of Cups. That's you walking away from that project and letting it go. Just letting it go, because there is victory coming, but you have to let this one situation go. So that's what I'm getting for you. Walk away from that opportunity and let it go. Just let it be done. Understand it as divine timing, and then be ready for this next opportunity. But I do see you doing something in a park or some project or something that has to do with the park, because I see lush growth. I'm in Tucson at a gym show. Okay, I don't understand what in Tucson. maybe it means you're in Tucson at a gym show, but I do see an opportunity coming up for you, and that's better than this opportunity. And I feel like it'll be an opportunity that's just for you. You they clearly show you trying to pull and bring too many people along, and they're saying establish yourself and then you can reach back. You can't pull them along because that's an extra weight that's slowing you down. You need to go ahead and focus on moving you forward and getting you stabilized, and then you can come back and help you can help others. You can't pull everybody along with you and then think that you're going to be successful. Establish yourself and then move forward, or come back and help others along the way. Oh, you wanted to start a food truck there. I don't see anything. Well, I see a new opportunity, so it could be a food truck, but I just see a new opportunity coming. And it seems to be on your own without anybody else. So maybe that's it. Is that this is a totally different opportunity than what you were going to go through with that person. And this is you by yourself making your own decisions because maybe you two were bumping heads. So that's what I got for you, Melissa.
Melissa, I got the first card that came out was the Ace of Cups. And so financially, things are going to get better this year than they were last year. So again, this is good news. Again, financial. When you see the cup, this is the happiness. A cup is happiness. It's emotions. It's not necessarily money. But again, the money is going to be apparently somebody's going to find this way to you, or your finances are going to be feeling comfortable because again, it's not going to be the problem for you. Again, so that's a good thing. I'm fine. See that you're fun. It's like you had to try to get your finances in balance or in order because this is that justice card and that is that balance. And so again, your finances are in order. It's taking you a while again, but guess what? Again, I see the happiness there and I see the celebration card. So this is going to be a good year for you. I see your financial picture again improving. I see your financial picture being something that is worth celebrating. And more importantly, you've been working on it for a while. So again, you're reaping the rewards. Again, this is the rewards. This is the reaping card again, showing that you worked hard for it. And so now it's time to celebrate because again, it's going to be a much better year this year than last because your finances are finally in order. You finally find that balance. And it's hard to find the balance, but once you do, you got it made. So I think you found the trick. So that's what I've got for you, Melissa.
That sounds good to me, Don.
I'm very successful selling gems. I don't have time to do the food too. I need help. Mm-hmm.
I heard clearly when I read that comment, I heard you do have time to do the food. You can put your intentions in the food, and they give me they showed me like my mom and the love that she puts in the food and how much it makes people, how good it makes people feel, and how overjoyed people are. My friend who loves cooking, these are all things like gyms may be what you're good at, but I feel like cooking is what you love to do. And so they're saying you do. And this is spirit. This isn't me saying this. I clearly heard as I read, I don't have time for food. Yes, you do. I heard, yes, you do have time for the food. But they're telling me to choose for you to choose the one that makes you the most happiest, and that's what you should do. If you want to know how to do it, then ask spirit, how do I do it? If this is my passion, how do I make it happen? What is my next step for making it happen? And I heard when I asked what's the next step, I heard just cook, and the food will sell itself.
But more importantly, if you really want to make it happen, you can. And if you're somebody who's successful, then you know how. If you're again, you say you're very successful, and I'm not questioning that. But what I'm saying is, if you're a successful person, then you know how to make things happen. And so, if you really want to make it happen, you can. If you are saying you want to make it happen, but you're not quite certain yet, you're hoping for that confidence to do it, is a different story. But again, and I'm not questioning one way or the other. All I'm saying is if you want to make it happen, a successful person is a person who knows how to put the wheels in motion and get it done. So even if your calendar is full, I guarantee if you truly wanted to do it, you would get it done. So again, it comes back in your hands. It's what you do with it. That's the key. Okay. So.
And the other thing I want to say, I clearly have about 4 jobs. I work a Monday through Friday job. I have a weekend job. We do the lives. Whether you consider that to be a job or not, me and Don are on here 3 hours. And I'm probably on here twice a week. So that's 6 to 8 hours of the week because you got to prepare for it. You got to get the links ready. So that's another job. And then I do personal reading. So that's 4 jobs. This is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to heal people. I want to make a move. So my first job pays my bills. My second job helps me with my wants. And this is what I want to do. So until I can make this my full-time job and have it to replace all those other things, I have 4 jobs and I do them all. I still have the same 24 hours of the day that you have. You decide how you want to break them up. And not to say that you have to do it because I've done it. I'm just saying that's an example of a person who wants to do this, but still needs to pay her bills. So I have 4 different jobs that I do. I work 7 days a week. I don't have a day off. So that's all I have for you, Miss Melissa. Who's next, Kina? J Mac, I think, was still here. I remember them saying, okay.
And then Cara B after that. So Cara B, if you're still here, let us know as well. And Jack Mac, let us know, Jack Mac, that you are here.
He mentioned it when we were asking earlier before Melissa started. He said that he was here. Yeah, a few back I saw. Yeah, I'm still here. So he's still here.
Super. So what do you see for Jack Mac at the beginning of this year? What's good? What's good up there? Do. Sorry, pretty lady, we are closed for the evening. We have 2 people left on the list. That's Jack Mac and Cara B. So we will not be having new people added at this point.
Kina said that the private chat isn't working for her for some reason. Cara didn't respond to her. So Cara, by the time we finish Jack Mac, if you're not there, then we're gonna then Jack Mac is our last person. But Cara B, if you're still here, Kina says she's been trying to get your attention and you haven't been responding. So after Jack Mac is Cara B, you're the last person on the list. Immediately when I read that about your friend Carl, I gotta know. That's not the opportunity for you. You wear your heart on your sleeve is how they made it seem to me. And that it would be hard for you to separate business and friendship. And so if you want to maintain the friendship, don't go into business with this person. And not to say this is a bad person or that this person isn't going to be successful, but I don't feel like you would make, like your decisions would be more of a heart decision than a head decision. And so sometimes you would be clouded by your friendship and not the best interest of the business. So I'm getting a no on the situation with Carl. But as far as your 2023, are you an auto mechanic or do you do something with cars? Because I see you either restoring old cars, because this seems to be like an older car. It doesn't seem like a new car. It seems to be an older car that you're restoring something for. So do you work on cars or do something in restoration? Because they're making me see like you're a hands-on person and you're under the hood and you're trying to make this car be pristine or restore it to what it used to be. So, you're an electrician. Okay. Working with your hands. So maybe you were doing electrical work. You were restoring something. I hear opportunities are coming. I see 3 opportunities that are coming to you. They won't be all at the same time, but they will be back to back. Are you in business for yourself and you're thinking about getting into something corporate or getting into something under a business? Because I feel like you're out on your own and it's not giving you exactly what you wanted, but you're thinking of going back to another business, or maybe you're in a small business and you want to go to a bigger business. Because I get I see you expanding and being not so much in the field, but maybe the management of a team or management of something. It seems like you have a lot of years experience in this situation. And I get, again, 3 opportunities coming to you. One of them, clearly, I hear management. And then one of them, I clearly hear, like, I see you working a team or training. Have you ever thought about teaching someone? So I see one of the opportunities could be you teaching. One of the opportunities could be you management. And then the other opportunity is just you joining a big corporation. I don't know what provisional done for an invention. Oh, okay. Oh, you're trying to do an invention. Okay, okay, okay. I have cars I work on. I clearly see you working on the cars and restoring them. You're very good at them, and you get a joy out of that. So that's your joy. But I do see 3 opportunities coming for you. Um, I am being told, as I read that, about you wanting to do your own invention, not to share that information with whatever company you go with. But I do see 3 big opportunities coming up for you in the future. And so when I asked what your next step is, they said keep creating, keep dreaming, keep believing. And they literally showed me you on a board or on a whiteboard doing different calculations. What about this? What about that? And they're reminding me of the movie Acrimony. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a Tyler Perry movie, and it's called Acrimony. And this guy that had that I think he was an electrician, if I'm thinking about it. He had this idea to create this battery or something. And over the years, he just kept toiling and toiling and toiling. He got married. She lost her family home. Like it was 25 years of him trying to get this invention done. And when he finally got it, he was a millionaire, but everything he had wished and dreamed for had came true for him. And what I'm getting from that story, he said, yes, I love that movie. That's how I see you. Like you've been working at this for a long time, and I don't even feel like you're ready to give up. You have the tenacity that he has, and you have the belief in yourself. It's just about getting the information to the right person and making the right decision. I don't know that it'll happen in 2023, but they're saying keep working on it. But again, there are opportunities that are going to come that are also going to help you to raise financially. And so maybe it'll get you out of like day to day going into businesses and put you more in charge of a team or a department. So definitely management coming up for you. So that's what I got.
Well, what I saw again is the struggle continues. Again, the struggle continues. Stay strong, and stay involved, stay doing it. And again, eventually you're going to get what you want. The happiness is coming your way, and it's going to lead you some resources and confidence. And so again, stay with it. This year will not, it's not going to start off, wine and roses. It's going to be the struggle. I say this, but as the year goes on, if you are strong and stay with it, you will see the payoff. And again, that payoff is going to lead you to money. So again, by the time the year gets through, you're going to be in a very better position than you are in now. But it's going to take time, hard work, and lots of patience. Stick with it. You got this. Just keep working. Just keep pushing forward.
Definitely. They're also telling me to tell you to be a little guarded about who you're sharing this information with. And who you're allowing to be into your space with your creativity. You seem to be I feel like this is just the beginning. Like you'll get this one major thing off, and then you'll have this, and you'll have this, and you'll have this. But I feel like you're very good at what you do, and you're very passionate about it. Is there something to do with science or something to do with kids? Like, are you trying to do something with a kids program or an apprenticeship program? Maybe it's an apprenticeship program because I see younger individuals. So are you thinking about doing some kind of apprenticeship program or working with a youth and helping them out? Because I got a partnership. As soon as I said working with the youth or an apprentice, I got a partnership. And not in love. This isn't love. They're definitely telling me this is a partnership, and you helping others out, because now they're showing me the Hierophant, and that's tradition, that's institution. So again, that's that teaching. Remember I said there's either a teaching job, a management job, or just you joining another corporation or another corporate company. But I see 3 opportunities coming up for you, and the first one should be around the 15th of this month, and then the other ones will be interspersed through the end. But I definitely see a partnership. I definitely see smaller children. I definitely see that education, and I see you teaching others. Have you ever thought about being a science teacher or something like that? Like there's clearly something to do with children or working with people that are younger than you, and you helping them to get into this field or mentor them in some way. So I definitely see that for you in 2023, not far out. Definitely in 2023. And it seems like this opportunity will come before May, or you'll get moving with it before May of this year. So that's what I got for you, J-Man.
Stay strong. Stay strong. There's struggle ahead, but stay strong. It will pay off. Again, it's the best. You know how diamonds are forged under pressure. Think about it. Diamonds are beautiful, amazing, but they're forged under pressure. Stay with it, and you will see the reward.
And this is that movement. This is that chariot. This,
Yep.
if you can see this person, he's on top. He's controlling what happens. This is that movement. This is you.
And the victory.
moving
That's a victory.
forward.
That can be seen as a victory card too. So it's like,
Oh,
again, it pays
victory.
off.
Yeah.
I love it. That's exactly the thing.
That's also a Cancer. I don't know if you're a Cancer, but that's a Cancer card
Yep.
too.
And remember, if you're working with anything that's patentable, make sure if you have it and you go with a new employer that you get a carve out in your contract that says anything you're coming in with that's yours, you own. Because if you somehow later on while under their employee, you create something, often they have contracts that write very clearly that it's their product, not yours, even if it's your idea. So remember that if it's patentable, if you had it before you came into the employment agreement, carve out in the agreement that it is your idea going in, and therefore they can't create a situation where you lose it to them, because most employers will do that. Okay. With that done, I think we are also done. But before we go, let's remind everybody, Happy New Year. Oh, with that said, we are out of here. Angie, it's been an interesting evening. I'll tell you what.
It has been. I love the energy, though.
Yes.
I do love the energy.
And it took to the very end before somebody asked for a love reading. And I had to chuckle when it happened. I thought, oh, we got this far, thank God, without one. Without having to tell people no love readings, even though we did earlier.
And that's the thing. If you just focus on what Spirit has to tell you, sometimes it is love that's coming up. But if you're so dead set on getting love, sometimes it blocks all the other information that you're trying to receive. So I just like when you guys let us just be like, oh, what's coming up for me? So that was good. I like that we canned the love readings, because sometimes it is a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, but
like last night, back to back to back to back.
That's what you're saying. It sounds like it was I would have been off of that thing quick. I would have like, sorry, I'm bye. I'm out of here.
You know what? Terry T was in there, and I think he was probably only in there for 10 minutes, and he was like, I'm out. Like it was a very heavy, and you could feel the desperation. And I get it. People want to be in love, but it was very heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, back to back to back, Don. You'd have been like, yeah, let's change the momentum on it.
Exactly.
And Keena kept emailing us in the private chat saying, your energy is so low. I was like, I done had it with these love readings. I just kept messing on it.
I would have been ringing those Tibetan bells all night. It's like, no more, please.
It was serious. And that's when I just said, listen, if you're asking about this person and they're not there with you right now, they are with who they want to be with. Don't even ask that question. And you know, they still ask that question.
They still ask the question. Some people, or you do give them the answers they don't want to hear, and then they're upset.
Jack Mac, one of us, Don and I typically are on Wednesday nights. We're in Arizona, so we're usually 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then Don is also on. So like I see that you're paired, so that means that you're on my YouTube, A5Says. Go over to Don's YouTube and subscribe to him, because Don is on Tuesday mornings with Miss Susan. He's on Wednesday afternoons with me. And then he's on Thursday mornings with Shauna. So Don is on 3 times a week. And then I'm on again Sunday with ladies. And so that's another time that I'm on. So Sunday through Thursday, somebody from our community. When I say our community, that's JSS, Just Spiritually Speaking. There's a whole bunch of us, and we're on one day during the week. Sunday through Thursday, one of us is on every single day. And we're all different times. It's like some of us are in the morning, some of us afternoon, and some of us are evening. So you could catch us throughout the day. So as long as you are subscribed to all of us, then you will definitely be able to find us. Naturally Divine Goddess is the other person on YouTube that you can find. She's in my friend list. So you can find Naturally Divine Goddess. You can find Susan Grayson. You can find Sonoran Mystic Tarot. You can find I think Sherry Berry's in there, and those are all the only ones who actually show that they're live with me. But again, Sunday through Thursday, one of us is on every single day at some time of the day. But me and Don will be back Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Absolutely. And don't forget, people, start this year off great by doing just 2-3 minutes a day by saying this affirmation. Say it as you mean it as you say it. And you're by changing your energy, sending the energy out that this is what you want in your life, it'll attract that energy back to you. The universe wants to help you. The universe is set up to help you. They just need you to make sure that you yourself are ready for that help. And by putting this out there, you get that, you make that point clear. So again, give yourself this free 2-minute benefit that most people don't take advantage of. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Miss Linda said she thinks I'm picking up on both of her grandson's energy, because I clearly see her downsizing to a smaller place and then making space for a child. So someone is going to move with you. And I do see you getting the one in New York wants to stay. So I do see you getting your own place, and there is a child that lives with you. So maybe it's that grandson that's in California, but I definitely see you getting your own place.
So does that mean another baby's going to come on the way?
She says the older one wants to live with her. So I clearly, yep. And I see you getting your own space and y'all being there and y'all being pretty happy. He really likes your cookie. Like, you look, I like your cooking and you don't even cook for me, but he really likes your cookie. Something that you make that he really likes. That is really good. And then again, clearly that Miss Betty was moving right on out the way. So wow. Joanna said no more babies. Don't act like that. Be fruitful and multiply. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do more babies. Daycare is $1,200 a month. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Daycare is crazy high these days. Yes.
Unless you have a live-in caregiving parent, grandmother, nanny, somebody, it costs a lot.
She said he doesn't even ask his mother to cook. Oh my.
Exactly, because he likes Miss Linda's food. Miss Linda, obviously, and I feel like you cater to him. Like, what do you want to eat today? Like when I was pregnant, my mom used to be like, Angie, what do you want to eat today? And she would just cook whatever it is I wanted to eat.
Linda says 6 kids are fruitful enough. Yeah, she's like, Jojo, you ain't getting any more. And Jojo's like, I don't want them anyway. Don't worry.
Exactly. I'm glad you asked me to come live today, Don. Today was very uneventful. It wasn't like it was like, a sad day. It was just kind of uneventful and blah. And this kind of raised my vibration. I feel a little bit happier. So my day ended a lot better than it started. Although it started very restful. It just was an uneventful day. It wasn't a sad day again. It's just uneventful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad here. Yeah, we actually got up late today, and super late. And I didn't feel guilty about it. I'm like, that's right. That's right.
Don, I didn't get out of the bed till 1 o'clock. I text Keena and was like, is the food done? Did mom finish the food? And then I was late. I literally didn't get out of the bed and shower and put my clothes on. I had tea. I made me tea this morning, but I got right back in the bed on top of my little electric blanket. And I don't even think I had the TV on. I just laid here and enjoyed my nothingness. And I was like, this is a very different start to my new year. Like just laying here in bliss and nothingness. I like
we got up late, and then I went and picked up Ed's mom, and then decided to stop at the grocery store because we decided we're gonna do steak and eggs for some, and steak frites for everybody else. And so I stopped at the grocery store. They had a sale, $5.99 for these New York strip steaks and $6.99 for ribeyes. So we bought an abundance of them. Came home, I made them. After that, the boys took off, and Ed fell asleep, and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I said, I'm going to go live. The TV I don't need. I'll go live.
Exactly. And you know what I've learned? That's one of the expenses that I think I'm getting rid of is the cable. I don't watch enough TV to pay all the money that I was paying for cable. And I have the internet that comes through my apartment complex. And if I need to up that, I'll up that. But thus far, it hasn't been a problem. We've gone live. I've worked from home. Brandon has done his gaming. So it hasn't been an issue thus far. It's CenturyLink. And the guy who came in to give us a new modem told we have more than enough power. But if I needed to, he would up it. And so I'm just really thinking of not like getting like a light cable provider, just so I can get a little bit of something. But technically, I just don't think I need all the. And I watch the same channels over and over again,
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory and all that stuff over and over. So I was like, maybe I just don't need cable. And my son told me he doesn't watch it at all. It's just background noise for him.
So many people are unplugging it. I'm telling you, so many.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
Yeah.
surprise. So
It
Linda
is what
says
it
she made rib roast for Christmas, lasagna last night, and eggplant parm left over for tonight. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Dang, Miss Linda be doing it. Listen, let me tell y'all this. I need to tell Brandon this now. That's not how I'm gonna be as a grandmother. I'm just not gonna be cooking like that. I'm gonna be like, look, I'm in Vegas. Tell your kids that's where your granny at. Like, I'm not gonna be cooking like that. That's just not in my wheelhouse.
I'm not cooking. I'm not babysitting. Now you can replay this in a year or two, but I can guarantee you, when the little one comes, I'll be true to this because I'm not that grandfather. No. They can come over, they can play around a little bit, but there's like time to go home. They start getting messy. It's like go home. I'll give them more sugar. I'll amp them up, get them really crazy, and then send them home. But it's like I'm like, no, it's not my job. No.
Hey, Don, that's exactly how I feel. I'm just not that. Let's bake some biscuits. Let's, make some warm cider. I'm not that person. Look, you can go with me as I bop around. Like I used to pick up my niece when she was little, and I like to take her grocery shopping with me because she could hang. Like I would be grocery shopping and she would just be singing to me whatever her little school songs was. I like to have her in a basket. I give her a little food to shut her up. She eat. And we had a great time. I love taking her around because she was old enough and she was self-sufficient. I need somebody who can go to the bathroom, who can go get their own drink out the refrigerator, who can go get a bag of chips, who don't need me to take care of every single thing that they need. And so I'll take you along with me, but I'm just not. We not about to. We gonna stop at McDonald's or Chipotle. I'm not coming home to cook you like a whole meal every day.
Yep, that's me. And I'm not burping no babies. I'm not changing no diapers. Nah, no. I adopted my boys later in life because they were out of the birthing, out of the burping stage, out of the bottle feeding, out of the diapers.
Miss Linda done put like 15 different things in there: bread pudding, raisin cake with cream frosting. See, Miss Linda is Betty Crocker. I just can't do it.
Maybe Linda needs to move in with
London
us.
Tomas, we did pass you. We called your name several times. We kept asking over and over and over again. We did skip you. And then Venus Flytrap asks, how did we find a community of people? We literally created it. First, we all met. Don and I met at this local store here called Everything Just Rocks at this crystal shop. That's how we met, because there was a class that they were doing Monday nights, and we would get together and we would just, practice. Like she taught us how to expand. Like when I first started going there, I used to be like, oh, I don't like mediumship, or I'm not good at mediumship. And she told us to stop saying that. And so I started saying, I'm getting better at mediumship. Now I'm a lot better at mediumship. Don is like light years ahead of all of us with his mediumship. And so we just found each other in that group. And then me and Don said, hey, let's create. Me, Don, Keena, and Tanisha got together and we created Just Spiritually Speaking. And that's when we do the online class on Tuesday nights at 6:00 Mountain Standard Time. Send an email to one of us and then we'll send you the private link. But that's how we get together. We found each other in one class and then we created a international one. Where people can come. It's free. Our class is free on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Times. Like I said, email us and say you want the link, and then when it's time for class, we'll send you the link.
Yep, and everybody's invited. There's no limitations on whether you're amazing or down to I'm just figuring it out. It doesn't matter. Anywhere in between, it doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome. Everybody has skills. They just need to find how to tap them. So and again, the price is free. I love that. And all you got to do is send an email address. An email to either one of us in our emails, and we will add you to the list. And you're welcome to come. We start at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and we run for 2 hours. And we practice and we ask questions of each other, and we talk about our experiences to help ourselves grow and learn. And that's that simple.
And sometimes Don does guided meditations. Like he'll do a guided meditation and take us, on a journey. That is one of the things that I really love. Don has taken us on meditations where we've met our spirit guides, where we've gotten a gift from our spirit guide. So we do a lot of things, like whatever we feel is going on in the atmosphere that we need to address, we'll address that. People come and ask questions, and it's just very supportive. Only thing we say is come with an open mind. You're not coming to judge people. You're coming to be open and accepting of everybody's ability, skill level, and wanting to learn and grow from each other. So it's a very healing experience for us.
And we have people from all over the U.S. Our class is from California, from West Coast to East Coast, and everywhere in between. We're
Yep.
very fortunate that way.
Yep.
And everybody, and there is without fail, everybody there are kind, amazing spirits who tend to just want to learn, grow, and enjoy a community. And that's become a family. So, yeah.
See, Miss Linda says she met Jesus in one of those meditations. So clearly it's about just kind of suspending all disbelief and allowing yourself to enter that higher realm of vibration and connection with your source or your higher power, or however you want to do it. But again, not being judgy. We never are judgy with each other. We are definitely very supportive. And if it's something that we don't understand, we just ask more questions about it. We don't say that we're not negative about it. We just really ask more questions about it. And it's been great overall. Like, we're growing all the time. And I get so sentimental, like, oh my gosh, Don, did you see how many people were in class? So it's great.
Exactly. So if you're interested in joining us, or even checking it out one time, come once and see if you like it. Again, look to underneath my name right here. Email me or email Angie at her name down there, and one of us will add you to the
send
list.
you the private link. It's a private link. It's not recorded, but it is private. We're just not live like this because we share a little bit more, and we're a little bit more intimate about the information that we have. And so there's no recording or anything like that. We're just in a private group, in a private chat.
Yep. It's on Zoom.
We'll be back again. Me and Don. London is asking when we're back. Me and Don will be back Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But again, Sunday through Thursday, one of us from our community is online morning, afternoon, night. So if you're subscribed to all of us, then you should be able to catch me, Don, Susan, Sherry, Shauna, somebody Monday through Thursday. I'm glad you stayed, Venus.
Absolutely.
But again, email and just put class link, and then we'll send you the link. And you could just come and see if you like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But I'm pretty sure you'll like it. We do great exercises, and we have a lot of fun.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So.
And we make predictions about stuff that's happening in the world, and it's good.
Absolutely. So that said, Angie, I think we's be done. I think it's time to call it a night. Thanks for popping on with me. I appreciate it much. Keena popped off just a minute ago, but I'm glad she joined us as well. So
thanks for inviting me again. I'm about to finish up my journal for the night and get some sleep.
All right, then. Take care, everybody, and bless everybody for popping in. Happy New Year to everybody. Have a great one.
Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you all for being a part of our community. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Amen. Yes, please. Adios.